fly high, no lie. You know this. Pull it.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. It really means, the world to me. Big, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate it, Big.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, that kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him at college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody, man? Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend, man. Welcome to the Sizzling News Podcast show, man. Hope y'all excited, man. We got a lot to recap from this past week of high school football. We're going to have a jam-packed session, man. We're supposed to have Coach Rance McCreary on from, obviously, Creekside. They hit a milestone, 91 points against Drew. We're also supposed to have on Treveon Lewis. He is from East Paulding at about 8 p.m., so we're going to talk to him about everything. He hit a good question, so when he comes on, we'll address that question he put on Instagram. And then, obviously, we're going to get into everything that happened, man. All the biggest headlines and storylines. We'll get, obviously, into, the latest, our predictions, who was up, who won this past week, and then we'll break down some big-time matchups this upcoming weekend in Georgia high school football. It's hard to believe it is week 10. Week 10. Man, I mean, it's going fast, and it's been rather quick, man. But before we start the show, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, Empowered for Life, as we embark on the show for today. So y'all boys, give me 1 second.
Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting and wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life.
All right, there you go. Do you have it? Bacon also will have going forward. We had on an interview with Derek Teagle, Empowered for Life, and he gave a really good synopsis of what it is about and obviously its mission and its goal. So we'll start running that ad as well from the creator and obviously the co-founder himself. We'll have that on the show going forward. But without further ado, man, let me bring on my co-host. Couldn't do it without him. Arvon Bacon and Bacon Network, man. Usually when you see me, you see him, man. But what's going on, my brother?
Nah, for sure, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. You're going to have to definitely send me that message again about what you said about that clip. For sure.
100%.
But nah, everybody, I'm doing good, man. Ready to talk this football, man. Get this thing rolling. So, you know what I'm saying? The guys is on, so I got them on the corner. Y'all know what the guys I'm talking about. We're on Monday night tonight, prime time. Like Dion Neon, 21, black and red. But nah, I just decided to get going, man. Appreciate you having me on as always, brother.
Yes, sir, man. Much love, man. And like I said, man, we excited. So we'll go ahead and start the show. Just before we get into storylines, Bacon, any big result that caught your eye? Obviously, some questions in the comments. We're going to answer that here in just a second. All-Star special. But any big result that caught your eye before we get to the major storylines?
The biggest one is probably that Creekside one. I ain't gonna lie to you. 91-0. And it's crazy to think that it almost put 100 up on the scoreboard. I'm not sure that's ever been done in GHSA history. But that's the biggest one for me. Just like everybody else, when I saw it, like, man, what's going on? I know Drew, it ain't the best, but what's going on? But what's yours, man?
I'm gonna go Coach Floyd, man. Shout out to Jonesboro
Yeah.
High School, man. It's one of obviously our big headlines for today. But Coach Floyd, he hit 100 career wins. Excuse me, with the Jonesboro Cardinals. Does a great job. I think he has a great staff, obviously, to keep all those players, playing at a high level for one on and off the field. Obviously, we know about the star players, Jontavius Wyman. Obviously, know about Cortez Redden, but they got guys all over the field: Lucius Murray, Frank Jackson, Ethan Sharp. So I like the way they've been playing this season. Big one against Griffin, obviously, this upcoming weekend on Friday for senior night. But wanted to give Coach Floyd, man, some praises, some credit, man, for what he's been able to do. He's not just shaping their life on the field, but like I said, off the field. And great staff with Coach Syrup, Coach Carmichael, but you go by Coach Syrup, and obviously Coach Domo. They do a really good job with their crew and their staff, man. So I wanted to give them boys a shout out today on the show.
Yeah, Coach Floyd, we've seen him multiple times in action. The kids respect him, man. And he knows how to, to chop it up with him. Oftentimes you see all the coaches or this coaches period, there may be a little divide, but it's a genuine connection there. He's been there for a while. Much respect, a big shout out to Coach for 100 wins during his time there, man. Definitely well deserving of all the praises and all the shout out he gets from his coaching staff as well as the players for sure.
100%, man. All right, Bacon, we got a big comment, man. Our special said, did Bacon go to Noonan High School?
I did 2015, man. Everybody wants to be a Noonan Cougar at the end of the day. So definitely, who did you go to Noonan? And if so, what class? Are you a classmate? Let me know something.
You have it, man. From the person himself. Noonan legend. Noonan legend. Y'all heard it here first. Noonan legend. Yes, sir, man. Noonan legend. All right, man. Let's keep it rolling. Well, let us know ours are special. Obviously, you following the show. But yeah, man, let's get into some of the headlines. Unfortunately, we won't have QB Mark on today. He's unable to make it, but he did throw in his game pick. So when we do that section, we'll talk about that. But he was unfortunately unable to make it. And man, stuff happens. So much respect there. But yeah, we'll see him obviously next week for the show. But I'm gonna pull up his headlines here real quick. All right. So as you mentioned, Bacon, you kind of talked about it, the 91 points. Obviously that's pretty massive, for Creekside. And obviously one of his big headlines right here, 91 points. Let me see, pull that up. Here it is. Breaking news last week, Creekside, they beat Drew 91-0. Creekside achieved the widest victory margin in the GHSA game since 1967, even without scoring an offensive touchdown in the second half. That's crazy.
That's crazy, brother.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people will be like, man, what's the point of them doing this? And when you look at Creekside and you see they've gone to the state championship multiple times, I think, 3 out of the last 5 years, something like that, and they haven't got over that hump. And we've always seen them Creekside be aggressive, but never this aggressive game in and game out. And I think they're just trying to keep these kids, they're not trying to peak too quick. So they're pressing. So when that big day comes, they're gonna let it all out, but it's not like they haven't been, pushing that limit the whole way. So I think, I understand it. People will say don't do it, but when you're trying to get to the mountaintop, people aren't going to understand you. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you do. And I think it just teaches your players, like, never let up, even though you could be up 56 or whatever it may be. Someone be like, well, why you didn't stop? I'm pretty sure they put reserves in, but I think the message and the messaging with Creekside remains the same. And I think that messaging is, hey, we're a team. We're going to keep their foot on the gas pedal. We don't care who we're playing. We don't care what the score is. Until that clock hits 0, we're going to be unrelenting. And you see some of the best teams that win it all. They have that kind of a mindset. Like, there was a one win. They beat DeSoto like 70-28 or something. Had the boys running 110s. You know what I'm saying? I think like 40 or 50 of them right after the game. Or not after the game, but like obviously that week of practice. Right? So it's just like never being satisfied. Yes, you beat them. Yes, you whooped them. Yes, you beat a nationally ranked opponent. But never being satisfied and always working and putting in that work, it teaches you to be humble. And I think that's why you see a full team like that with camaraderie and they're bought in, which is why they're putting up results like this.
Facts. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But all right, that was obviously one big headline. We'll have our Coach Rance for the full reaction for that. Let me see if I can pull up QB.
Yeah, let's see what time he's coming on.
He usually has his. All right, we got a couple. Appreciate y'all in the comment section as well, man. Y'all been blowing it up, man. So let's bring y'all in. All-Star Special said Raekwon Stevens, Bacon.
Raekwon Stevens. That name sounds familiar, brother, but it's been so long since 2015, brother. But you got a nickname, brother? Definitely let me know something. But if you see me out in Noonan, definitely don't hesitate to stop me or something like that. If I see you and I recognize your face, you know I'm going to chop it up, my guy. But appreciate the love. Appreciate you tuning in.
For sure. Javinci said, in your opinion, who is the top underrated CBs in 2027? Great question. I think if you really want a good guy to follow as far as cornerbacks goes, Julian Kovar is probably one of the best ones. He knows a lot of these players, but I'm gonna go Zaire Patrick for me. 2027. He doesn't have necessarily the big time offers yet, but he's long, he's physical, really good technique. Can play practically any coverage. So I think he's a guy that definitely deserves more credit, more praise. He's very underrated in my humble opinion, and he's a guy that needs definitely more attention in the 2027 class. 2028, I think the best one is probably going to be Caden Kent right now. What he's doing with Cartersville, playing a lot of minutes, long physical, seen him since he was a kid, and before he even got into high school, and he's continuing to grow. But I think mine would be Zaire Patrick of Stockbridge.
For sure. I'm gonna go AZ, little Delbert Freeman, East Coweta, man. It's not getting a lot of traction right now. We'll probably get them on the show now. It's probably on a Tuesday or something. But they're sending this film out to different college coaches, and they're like, yeah, they like what they see. You know what I'm saying? Already got instinct, great ball instincts, knows how to play through the hands, just really polished for his age. Already got a brother playing at Hawaii, but Delbert Freeman is a name to know in class of 2027.
100%, man. Crazy stat right here. Christian Williams said Creekside only threw the ball 7 times. We ran for 6 touchdowns, 1 kickoff return for a touchdown, and 5 defensive touchdowns. That is insane. No one was trying to run up the score. Boom. Tells you right there, right? Threw the ball 7 times. It's not like they threw the ball 40, 50 times. That's a great stat by Christian. We appreciate you obviously letting us know. So clearly, like I said, not a team that was trying to run up the score. A team that just defensively, like I just said, they're unrelenting, right? Which is why this team is special. Like, they're not going to stop. And if you're going to turn over the football, they're going to take full advantage of it. So wasn't even like it was going ramshot. Oh, Kaden Benson threw 500 yards, 8 touchdowns. Like, no, the defense just put it on them. So that brings my point even to more focus, but incredible stat.
Facts. I mean, Creekside is a very physical team, so that just lets you, again, you know what I'm saying, running the ball, that's how you win championships. I believe I was at the Douglas County game. It was a former running back that would play with Mike Tolbert during his time there. And Douglas had it on the one against Langston Hughes. Like, man, we got to run around here. This is where championship teams show their identity. Of course, they didn't make it. They had to pass it. And I don't even think they converted, but translating that to Creekside, you got to be able to run the ball consistently and effectively and forcefully to win a championship. So, hats off to the Seminoles.
100%. All right, man. Javinci, we appreciate you lighting us up. Then, in your opinion, who's the top CBs in North Fulton, Cambridge, Roswell, Milton, Gainesville area? Gainesville, I know, is still like, I know they got Jeremiah Proctor, but he's a safety, right? So, they corners I'm not very knowledgeable about, to a degree. I will say this, and you just mentioned him here below. I'm breaking down his film tomorrow, so definitely tune in. What do we think about Nick Daniels, 2027 for Ross? I've been hearing that name a lot, so I will say that. College coaches are starting to recruit him very heavy, Javinci, but I'm going to be back tomorrow night at 6:30, and I'm breaking down his film. So I'm going to give you my full analysis, going through each of it, how he plays technically, how he presses coverage, whatever he has on his tape. I'm going to fully break that down on the show tomorrow. So tune in for that. And I'm gonna get my full take of what I think of him. But to be real with you, I don't know about a lot of the corners, obviously, for there. I do know about Milton. They got a DB 2028. I'm very high on, and obviously Keelan Wansley. But like I said, he's 2028. And he's he plays kind of both. He's kind of a tweener. He plays corner, and then he also plays a safety. But he just got a Tennessee offer, so that's a guy I'm very high on. But outside of that, I would say probably Nick Daniels out of that Cambridge, Fulton, Milton area, North Fulton, who's probably one of the best ones. But like I said, tomorrow, tune in. I'm going to have that. But Bacon, what's your reaction real quick?
Similar, man. Not too familiar with those DBs on the north side, but I do know when we had a DB, was the DB coach we had on from Gainesville? Like,
nah, he's the recruiting coordinator, offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he talked a lot about the DBs. The one that was like 6'3" is a young guy. You might have already talked about him. So I definitely know Gainesville's uncharacteristic for them got good DBs this year. You know what I mean? You usually just have one lone one, but they got a squad. They got a whole unit. Roswell, again, not too for sure, but you know what I mean? Gainesville, I can definitely check out the boxes. Make sure y'all tune in tonight. Just tell the film tomorrow to get more in depth look at them.
And then we got a DB guru in here as well that just joined the show. So we're going to bring him in a second to get his thoughts. Also, to answer your question, Da Vinci, but 1 second. The highest rated on 247 right now is Chase Johnson. He's from Emmanuel County Institute out of Swainsboro, so not in the North Flint area, but just in general. 4-star prospect, top 175 recruit. MJ Burton of Walton. He's also rated pretty high, 3-star, ranked number 39 at the position. Emerson Lewis, he's out in Savannah, though, Calvary Day School. He is a 3-star prospect. Nash Johnson's another good one. Obviously, Julian knows a lot about him. He just committed to Alabama. Brandon Allen Jr., he just committed to Mississippi State. He's from Westlake. He's also very highly rated as well. So those would be the top corners. But I'm going to bring on Ju and get his thoughts.
What's going on, y'all?
What's poppin'? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, for all the people that's listening and you want to know the top corners in Georgia, just ask me. 247 is highly inaccurate, and then you got a whole bunch of dweebs who can't coach, who can't train, and who never played the position out here trying to rate folks. So just ask me. When I send them to coaches, based on the coach's response and feedback, that let me know who the best. Not some dork sitting behind a computer who has never been to the game and who can't tell if a DB go out there and mess up. You think that dweeb who gave him the rating and go out there and say, this is what you did wrong. This is how you can correct it. And these are the other nuances in multiple ways you can adjust it to your game. No, they can't. So we don't listen to them. Just listen to me because my opinion is the only one that matters. But the best two cornerbacks in Georgia for 2027 right now are Cornell Mills at Central Gwinnett. And I want to say Caden Battle at McEachern. Yeah. He is phenomenal. And then I like Riley Drew at Grayson and Emerson Lewis down in Calvary Day. Yeah, and then the most underrated is Cornell Mills because he's not rated at all. So nobody don't know about him, but that's because he goes to Central Gwinnett. If he went to like Douglas County or something like that, he'll be hyped up and have all the offers and stuff like that. I sent him to two coaches, Power 4. They said, why don't this kid got a whole bunch of offers? That was their feedback to me. But when I send them other kids, they don't say stuff like that. And then they watched the film of one game of Cornell Mills. They say, yeah, I'm probably going to offer him. And then one told me, he was like, yeah, I'm definitely offering him. I get around to it. So that's the feedback that I get when I send Cornell. So that lets me know Cornell is the best. With Caden, they're a little on the fence about his height because he might be like 5'11", 5'10 and a half. And at the Power 4 schools, they want to come out there looking pretty. So they want 6'1" to 6'3". Ideally, if you 6 feet, that's gonna put you in the game. But a kid a little taller than you, and he just a little better than you, but he's shorter, they're gonna take you because you're taller. And Nick Daniels is pretty good. I like Nick Daniels. He came on the scene, but a lot of people didn't know about Nick Daniels because he went to McEachern. He was over there at the same time with Nash, Caden Battle, and Jaden James, who I think is the best cornerback in Georgia for 2026. I think he's the best cornerback in Georgia in general. Yeah. And he's not ranked, has no stars or any of that, but that's because he's 5'9".
Real quick, Julian, before we move on. We see the same thing in college. Why is it that coaches prefer a longer corner that may not be as good as a 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" corner? I feel like I even see that, with different teams across college football. Like, hey, he's 6'3", but it's like, this 5'11" kid is way better than him. Why do we see – I know obviously the length matters, but why do we see that more prevalent even at the next level, you think?
Because they recruiting bigger receivers and they just terrified of what's going to happen if they throw a jump ball. That's it. But it's a fear. Like, it's not anything that's happening. They don't have any case studies showing, like, look, 6-foot plus corners are more effective than the guys who have a 5 in front of their height. They don't have no case studies out there showing that. And if they do, please bring them up, upload it to YouTube, please. Because when you look at the top DBs in Georgia, when you look at the top DBs in the country, going back in like 2008, 2010, stuff like that, you see Greg Reed, who's like 5'8 and a half. Look at Ahmad Black, who led the Florida Gators in tackles, and he has their career interceptions record. He was 5'8. Look at Alfonso Smith, who has more interceptions than a guy who is 6 feet, 6'1" by the name of Deion Sanders. He's second to somebody who's 5'8". You know what I'm saying? ACC. We talking about conference records. We ain't talking about school records. So, and then you look at Brandon Boykin, who went second round to the Eagles, and then Brandon Smith, who was the number one athlete in the country at the time. They in the same class. Brandon Boykin's 5'8", 5'9". Brandon Smith is like 6 feet, 6'1.5". They come in at the same time at UGA. Y'all don't even know who Brandon Smith is. But Brandon Boykin was out there in his last game at Michigan State. Well, they played against Michigan State in the bowl game. He scored in all three phases of the game. He got a receiving touchdown for running back. He got a pick six on defense. No. He got a safety on defense, and he took a punt return to the house. So it's just like this irrational fear that is not backed by any evidence. They don't have any, like, a whole bunch of film that states like, look, he's gonna lose a jump ball every time. And they act like most of the routes, 90% of the routes are not go balls and jump balls. They're in breaking routes and stuff. You gotta come back, you gotta react to and come you going forward, then you gotta come back and go side to side. So I don't know. I asked the coach at Mercer. I was like, yeah, because they told me Jaden, they'll take a short corner, but they don't want to have too many of them. And the coach at Mercer was like, man, Jaden, we like him, but he's short. I was like, okay. I waited like 2-3 days. So you remember a guy named Lance that was on your team? He was like, yeah. I said, was he good? He was like, hell yeah. Lance was the best one on our team. He was an All-American. I said, how tall was Lance? I said, shit, he was barely 5'9". He was like 5'8", 3/4. And I just let it be silent, and it never clicked. So yeah, but the best ones are always gonna be shorter because they can move better. They're quicker. They can transition,
and they can get in and out of their breaks faster too, right?
Yeah, it just is what it is. But then once you start getting taller, it's like shit. I think the threshold. I think 6'1" is like where you'll put the cap at. Like once you get over that, you got to match them up with certain guys, especially yeah, bro. You playing zone, you relying on people to break on balls.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put people on a slide, like you can't do that with no tall corner like that. Because I train tall guys, like Jordan Woods at Cartersville. He's like 6'5", play cornerback. Like you gotta. It's a matchup game with him. You got to put him on tight ends. You got to put him on taller receivers who like 6'6", 6'5". They got to be tall because those guys, they move slower. Their transitions are slower when they coming in and out of routes. When they're at the line and they're trying to get off the line, it's slower. So you want to put his big self on them because it's gonna be easier for him to guard them because they're not moving as quick, and he can react to the stuff. Like Tyreek Hill is unguardable at the line, and Tyreek Hill like 5'8". So you're gonna have to put another. Yeah, you're gonna have to put a shorter guy on here. You can't put no 6'2" corner on no Tyreek Hill. He's gonna cook him every time.
Even like if you remember Brent Grimes against Calvin Johnson, that game in Detroit, you know what I'm saying, held his own even against the fade balls.
See, I'll put a bigger guy on Calvin Johnson. That's like, okay, so Calvin Johnson is an anomaly because this man ran like a 4.31 or something like that with like a fractured foot, and he's 6'6". But yeah, Calvin Johnson cannot get open against Brent Grimes. It's impossible. Even though he that fast, Brent Grimes, it ain't like you racing 100 meters. So like when it comes to accelerating, you're not getting up to top speed on a football field. And then you got somebody in front of you, so you got to try to get around them. Calvin Johnson will never in his life get open on Brent Grimes. You know, you move too slow. It's like a fly. Like the fly real small, but when we try to hit it, we swat at it. We always missing and stuff because it's too quick for us. It's the same thing with Brent Grimes and Calvin Johnson. No matter what Calvin Johnson do, Brent Grimes is always going to be able to react quicker. But you just got to throw it up. But it's only certain routes that you can do that. It's only one, fade. Everything else, corners, slants, stuff, not even corners. It got to be vertical routes. So fade, post corners, stuff like that. But like curls, digs, comebacks, hitches, slants. Come on now. Like, be for real. Brent Grimes about to dominate this man.
for the
Sorry, man.
practice.
Gotta get it in. All right, man. Let's keep it rolling. Appreciate you for obviously the insight. Let's go MLK.
Oh, and Zaire Patrick for
That's what I
Stockbridge.
just.
He has a turnover every game.
That's literally what I just mentioned. I literally said to him, he's probably the most underrated, and I was like, one that needs more buzz because he's not ranked either, right?
Nah, hell no. He didn't play. He didn't start last year. And Zaire's probably like 5'10" and a half. He looked long because he's skinny, about 150. But I see him going to the FCS school. I think he went to Austin Peay for a visit. I can see that for him. If he get a little bigger though, I tell him gain weight all the time. He get a little bigger, he might go G6.
Jimmy said 5'9" can't check Randy Moss or Terrell Owens.
I mean, shit. What's the dude name? Darrell Reeves. He's 5'10" and a half. That's the only person to ever guard them, for real. Like when they played, the only cornerbacks who were on the field were guys under 6 feet. They didn't really have an obsession about a cornerback's height until around like 2013, 2014. That's why Jordan Edmonds is ranked the number one corner basically in the country. He ranked so highly, he like top 3, top 4. It's because when they drafted Sauce Gardner. So for everybody who don't know, 247 On 3 and Rivals was founded by the same guy. They all abide by the same standards. They try to project the 5 stars, on 32 5 stars. So they try to project who in high school is going to get drafted in the first round. That's where the 5 stars come from. It ain't about who the best. It ain't about who had the best film. They look at who get drafted, and then they work backwards. Which high school players most mimic the first round draft picks? When Sauce Gardner got drafted, he is 6'3". That changed the criteria for who is going to be a 5-star corner. That's why you start seeing slaps get 5-star ratings like Cormani McClain. How tall is he? He's like 6'3". Jordan Edmonds got to be like 6'4". I seen him in person. He look a little taller. You know what I'm saying? So that's why them guys get rated so high. Is because the NFL, when they start doing what they do, they like, okay, now we got it. It's just going to change the criteria for what we looking at in high school. What's going to be like the thing? Because whatever the NFL do, everybody heard it's a copycat league. But it's just football is copycat in general. Whatever the NFL do, it works its way down all the way to high school. Colleges try to mimic it, and based on what they try to mimic on offense and defense, the game plan, that's going to determine which personnel is most valuable. So, like if you got back then pocket quarterbacks, everybody want pocket passing. In college football today, everybody wants somebody who a dual threat guy. So the dual threat guys are more valuable now because of what was taking place in college. And then in the NFL, you got Lamar Jackson doing all this craziness. What's the other guy? Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm. Josh Allen.
Yeah, like you got guys who can run. So then it works its way down to college. But college, they use them a little bit more deliberately. Like we about to really mess your defense up because we about to run him and we about to put another blocker in the box. But then in high school, they just changed of like who gonna get the 5-star now? Who's the most recruitable? Ethan Tisdale got an offer from Cincinnati. Right. Look at Cincinnati quarterback stats and tell me what you see. Ethan Tisdale would not be valuable 15 years ago because that's not what people wanted. They wanted Lyndon Worthy. They wanted somebody who's going to stand back there, stand and deliver. Now they're looking for somebody who they can run. So, and that's why I think Justin Murphy, like he rated as an athlete, but I think he's going to get a lot of love at quarterback from schools like Liberty, Cincinnati, Arkansas State, like schools like that who run their quarterbacks for real.
A UCF.
A
UCF.
Yeah, UCF. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia Tech jumped in there because Aaron Follow and Haynes King is two totally different people.
That's on it.
And they having a lot of success with Haynes King right now.
That's a good point. Great take, Jew. All right, man. Let's keep rolling the headlines, man. All right, MLK has the best record in DeKalb County. Very interesting to say the least. We know obviously a few weeks they did lose to obviously a better team, but they've been playing well in DeKalb. What's the guys' thoughts on maybe their ceiling?
DeKalb, man, they got the best record. in DeKalb County, then DeKalb County must be the new Clayco. Whew. MLK, the same team I watched get beat 69-0 with a running clock in the second half.
I mean, they are 7-1.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
they
how
are
behind that
7-1.
schedule? 7-1, you still ranked by Max Preps outside of the top 180 teams in Georgia. It's the schedule. Strength and schedule.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jordan Perkins. Another tall DB. He about 6'2.5".
Any comment, Bacon?
I mean, yeah, they should win out, and they got to see Charles Drew, Forest Park, man. And we'll see what they do in the playoffs. So, question: do you need? Oh, so we got a question on Facebook back from the last topic. So, question: do you need the stars to get recruited? No, brother, you do not need stars to get recruited. You really just gotta say it again, Drew.
It's the opposite. You need to get recruited in order to get the stars. So you don't get stars unless you have offers. So if you go, the caveat is you will have one out of the 2,500 kids that got stars with no offers. That's because somebody called in a favor. But we ain't gonna get in on that. But so On Three Rivals, all them, they don't do scouting. They don't. Well, they call themselves evaluating, but they don't go out looking for players. They don't find anybody. They only report on what's going on. So once you get offered, that's when you pop up on their radar, and that's when they look at you. That's it. And based on your measurables, your height, weight, speed, and who you got offered by, sometimes they don't even look at your film, and they'll just slap stars on you. And I know this because there's a guy who's committed to a G5 school in Virginia who does not have any film. Well, he might got some senior film this year, but he don't have no film. But when he got that offer to that school, that's when them stars got slapped on him. I know another guy who did not play varsity till his senior year. He got a few offers. He had the height. He had the weight. They slapped stars on him and a grade, despite not having varsity film from his junior year or his sophomore year. And they rated him over a lot of other guys. So in order to get stars, you must get offered. And to get offered, you just got to get put in front of the coaches. So you either got to be good or you can finesse the game. And to be honest with you, bro, you can get stars by just lying. You can really just say so-and-so offered you, so-and-so offered you. Nobody's going to go out like verify it. Because media and coaches don't have like the best relationship ever. And then even if the head coach pull up in the staff meeting, who offered this kid, and you're a freshman or a sophomore, and the coach is not supposed to be talking to you anyway, who gonna speak up in the staff meeting in front of the head coach? Nobody ain't trying to lose their job for real. Come on now. So you can really just post lies and get stars. Be honest with you. I've seen a lot of people get started. You can have a coach who can finesse the recruiting game. I've seen a lot of people get started. A college coach can come to your school and be like, yeah, so what about this guy you were telling me about? We were like, well, player X, I'm the high school coach. Player X, he's good. He got offered by so-and-so and so-and-so. They're like, oh, for real? He offered him? I know him. I trust his judgment. And then you'll get the offer based off of that. But they could have never offered you. They could have never seen you. Or they could have just been doing you a favor because they cool with your high school coach. And then you mess around and get stars and you don't have no film. I see that a lot. At Buford.
All right. We'll leave that there. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's talk about this Collins Hill game, man. Mill Creek obviously upset them in overtime, 2014 victory. Bacon, I'm going to you on this one. I want to pull something up. I need your response, your reaction to this.
All right.
Kari Cross obviously started for Collins Hill early this season, I believe. He said, Lord, guide me through the adversity with faith and courage. Grant me growth, understanding, and clarity for the path ahead. Help me trust your plan and find peace in every challenge. Amen. Now, the reason I bring that up, Bacon, remember what I just showed you. I don't think I'm pretty sure he didn't play in the game that they recently lost, obviously, to Mill Creek, 20-14. In that box score is senior AJ Bush, who had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 235 yards passing. What's your reaction, just real quick, to that?
I mean, My problem is they only ran the ball. They only gave Deuce Drells 2 carries. You know what I mean? I'd like to see him run the ball more. I know he's you know what I'm saying, one of the most expensive players in his class, but the brother's a game changer when you put that ball in his hands. I mean, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns in the worst night. You know what I mean? Especially when we throw the ball 41 times, 335 yards. I mean, so I don't know the young man's situation. Not really sure who he is, to be honest. But you got to get the ball to Deuce Drells more times in a big game like that, especially on the road.
I don't disagree. I know Macari a little bit. I guess I know Collins have struggled a little bit this season as far as producing points. We always know they have a really good defense. Defense gonna keep them in games. But yeah, he started as a sophomore last year, Bacon. And I believe Bush was, he was still, working through everything and trying to figure stuff out. But he's still on the team. But I guess, maybe with Cross struggling a little bit this year, maybe Coach Swick, went with the senior, leader and try to finish. Because like I said, it's a talented team. It's a team that's supposed to make a run, I think, deep into the postseason, or what they got defensively. But I think offensively they struggled a little bit, to your point, Bacon, and I think maybe that's why they made the switch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Makai was struggling, man. I think he just in his head. He in his own head. Like, he need to be his own sports psychologist right now, psychoanalyst, and get it together. Coach need to get him reassurance and get his confidence back, because he played well last year. You got the ability. You already did it. You already did it. So why can't you do it now? You had to get surgery. You got both arms. You got both hands. It's because it's a mental thing. And people don't really understand that with quarterbacks. And that's why I was saying about Mike Johnson. Like, stop pulling. Like, bro, Mike Johnson is not the problem. You brought in DJ Bordeaux. DJ Bordeaux was not the problem. You pulling these kids out of the game who clearly are good. I watch Mike Johnson. He can just flick it and the ball go all the way downfield. Like, bro, he's not the issue. Y'all need to, as coaches, need to get some composure during stressful times and start getting in a frenzy so these kids can be in the right mental state so they can perform at their best. Zaire Hardaway, of course, he was going to ball. He 5'9" and playing quarterback. He been dealing with BS all his life. He came in mentally tough. He ain't stunned on y'all saying. But these other kids, DJ Bordeaux, Mike Johnson, they probably been the best all their life and never had to go through no real adversity. And I think that's what what's his name? Makai Cross? That's his name?
Yeah, Makai Cross. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's what he's going through right now. Like, you clearly good. We already saw you were good. The quarterback was Tua. I think it was Tua when he got to the Dolphins. It was either the head coach or the offensive coordinator put together a highlight that was probably like 15, 20 minutes long. And he sat there and watched it with Tua. He's like, look, bro, you can do it. I believe in you. And I went through that same thing when I was in high school myself. I had to be my own sports psychologist. Like, when stuff ain't going right and you ain't performing the best and you ain't just doing good like you normally do, it mess with you, and you start focusing on not messing up instead of balling. And I be trying to teach young guys about it. Like, you're going to mess up. The only people that don't mess up are the players on the bench. Like, you got to stop caring so much, because at the end of the day, people only going to remember you for the great things you did anyway on the football field. Nobody don't remember a time when Deion Sanders got beat. They just be talking about like how good he is. Nobody don't never bring up like, oh yeah, Michael Irvin, Terrell Owens, they were doing this and that to him. Remember when Jerry Rice did? They don't talk about that. Yeah, so I'm done talking.
All right, hey, what's going on around the way sports talk, man? Appreciate you, brother, for tuning in. Final Four projections, all classifications. You know what? We're gonna do this as one of our talking points next week. So that's gonna be a topic for us. We're gonna all put our Final Fours for each classification and go through it. So next week we're gonna get this. For each classification, man. So tune in next Monday night, man. We're going to obviously address. It's hard to do it now on the fly, but definitely next week, we got you, brother. We will check that out. Bacon, I am going to you, brother. Marcus obviously put this graphic up. You've seen them up close and personal. They got a big game. We're going to talk about the game later on against Jonesboro. But he said this Griffin team is legit. You've seen them. What you think, Bacon? There's merit to this comment.
Nah, there's definitely merit to that comment. Griffin is legit, man. Working through kinks with the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? But, he's a 22A, so he's going to grow into that. They got a dog linebacker, Paul Robinson, you know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about Smacker, you know what I'm saying? Keith, you know what I'm saying? Jaden Prather, they got some DBs, they got some safeties, they got ballers all over the field, they got defensive end. They are complete. I think going into this game with Jonesboro, this is a potential upset watch. Now, I'm still going to lean more towards Jonesboro because they got, you know what I'm saying, got Jonte, you know what I'm saying? They got Cortez, who I think is going to be a big X factor in Cortez, you know what I mean? But, you know, so I think this game is going to be close. And see, he's on the upside alert, but Griffin is legit. Got a good head coach, Bernard Goodrum. So I'm saying if you're on the side of that Jonesboro area, you know what I'm saying, you need to go to this game because they're going to need all the energy they can get.
All right, there you go. Great comment. We'll keep it rolling. We'll use your intuition there. All right, just another big one, Bacon. New Manchester moved to 7-0, one of the hottest teams right now. I think we got a chance. Actually, Bacon, we both seen them a little bit in the Spring Jamboree, way back in May. What's your thoughts on New Manchester? Should we start taking them for real?
Now, for sure. I mean, 7-0, but they don't play. Did you help me out? Do they play is there a scheduled cupcake? I'm not sure.
I'll tell you right now, 7-0. So far, they played Booker T. Washington, Stone Mountain, Kennesaw Mountain, East Paulding, Alexander, South Paulding, Villa Rica. The big game is going to be next week when they play Rome. That's a home game.
Oh, so they ain't playing nobody. Got it.
Nah, they ain't playing nobody. But I mean, they got DJ Alexander, so they got a good head coach. You know what I mean? So Will, hottest team right now. I'm sure we'll say one of the hottest teams right now for sure. It's gonna be a big question, a big check off the box for question when they play Rome. If they can beat Rome, and how bad can they beat Rome? But if they do beat Rome, they should win out because they got Lithia Springs to follow. You know what I mean? So that is a team to watch out in 5A for sure.
So there's Julian. You'll like this one. I'm gonna let you react to this one. Marietta beats North Cobb. They're 4-0 in the region after a tough start to the year, but they're winning the region with Walton, North Cobb, and all the other teams. What's your reaction to Marietta beating North Cobb?
My reaction look like Cameron Duke ain't gonna be a James Franklin. Shit, he gonna keep his job. Hey, when he first got there, like I don't know, but yeah. You might be in this door and out the same door. You didn't even get all the way in the room yet. But
you know what you should have did? James Franklin had a little bit of a team because he was there 11 years. You should have said Brian Callahan.
Yeah, I should have
because he wasn't there that long.
And James Franklin got fired because of another reason. They went 13-3 last year. Crazy buyout. He don't piss somebody off. but Marietta, I mean, shoot, I'm really shocked. I mean, I'm happy they're doing good. They got my boy Nathan Chandler's over there. I always want him to do good. But damn, North Cobb. Gotta get it together. 1 point loss. North Cobb continues to disappoint me, I ain't gonna lie. I was so high on North Cobb. I thought they was gonna be when they got Teddy, bro, and they got some other transfers, I thought they was gonna be the team to beat. I thought it was gonna go 10-0 again, but guess not. That was a good win for Marietta, especially with a team with more talent than them. Right. On paper, they have more talent. They are more. North Cobb is more talented. So good coaching.
All right, here we go. Great question. Appreciate your solo pod tuning in. Bacon, if you have intel on this, let us know. So, what's your opinion on the QB situation in Griffin?
I mean, the job is set, man. It's KJ's. Let me make sure I get his name correct. But the job is set, man. I think they're 100% bought in on the quarterback down there at Griffin, and for a good reason. I did get to see both. The 2028 kid he's more of a thrower in the offense, and the other young man, he's more of a runner. You know what I mean? And they pull him, they switch him in and out. You know what I mean? So now I have been told that the 2028 he had games earlier in the season where he was hitting on all cylinders, but inconsistent. But he is young, so I think obviously they're leaning more towards the 28, and the other quarterback, you know, saying comes in, gets his reps, but you know it's like maybe like a 80-20 role, maybe 70-30 on some games, but they're locked in on the 2028 for sure.
There you go. There's your answer. Great intel from Bacon the Bacon Network. Yeah.
Just being sideline, brother, reporting what I hear, man, asking a couple questions, you know what I'm saying, analyzing, that's it.
Yeah, keep keeping your whatchamacallit to the street. Keep your ears to the street.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
be careful on them Griffin streets because there's a lot of bullets flying around in them streets.
And I
Don't
told
keep
Cool
it.
I'll catch you on the road. Nah, I was down there in Griffin, Pike County Friday. Didn't even know.
Yeah, man. You be careful down there. Don't let nobody break in your car. When you park your car, keep all the windows down. That way they can't break them.
Duke
I can't believe North Clayton 7-1. God,
I was just about to say that. Y'all, this the final little headline before we move on, man. What's y'all thoughts about North Clayton at 7-1? Quality win, Jude. You can't say they schedule's cupcake. Quality win against Stevenson. Stevenson's the real deal in 3A.
man. Yeah, Justin Murphy did beat Stevenson. Shout out to Justin Murphy, man. That boy beat Stevenson. I don't know about the rest of North Clayton. I think they lost that game, but Justin Murphy definitely beat them boys. When you rushing for, bro, when you rushing for 223 yards in one game, you're clearly trying to go out there and win the game by yourself. Oh snap! But I think if because they got to play Doug. Oh God, Doug on paper is supposed to win. If you can keep Justin Murphy in the
They won
pocket,
5 straight, Judge Julian.
huh?
They won 5 straight.
Yeah, don't remind me about that. Well, if you can keep Justin Murphy in the pocket and force him to beat you with dumb receivers they got, you should be okay. Because they have never been explosive on offense. They've never been, bro. North Clayton has had a winning season. They haven't had a winning season since like 2012 or 2011. Like they best year, they went 5-6. They lost in the first round of playoffs after going 5-5. So now you back to a losing season. It's just, bro. It's literally just Justin Murphy, bro. It's him. It's him. Because even with Stevenson and Llewellyn is garbage. Terry's favors made Llewellyn quit by himself on offense, and Llewellyn, I don't think they got a first down in the whole game versus Carver.
That's crazy.
They quit. They didn't even come out like, bro. The second half, they literally just walked out off the field. I've never seen nothing like that. And they'll say they didn't quit, but Stockbridge and Hampton was playing 3 miles down the street and they finished their game. So don't blame it on the weather. You quit. Llewellyn scored points. They put up points on North Clayton. Like Stevenson put up points on North Clayton. North Clayton is still the same on defense. People are going to put up points on them. They're going to score. I bet you Doug scored 35 plus against North Clayton. I bet you Juice Crab on it, whoever want to take it. But you know what's going to happen? Justin Murphy going to be like, I can keep up with y'all. You got to keep them in the pocket. Your defensive ends can't get no sacks this game. They can't just be flying upfield.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make him beat you with them damn receivers. That's it.
Now that's a tough thing to do is keeping them in the pocket, man. I don't know if they're not coaching the contain, but at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Justin Murphy is one of the best athletes in the state of the nation, and definitely one of the best quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, around.
And that's
however,
another thing too. With the spy, trying to contain him, you can put a spy. Bro, he run a 10-5. He's fat, bro. Bro, he just as fast as Red. He's faster than everybody within a 20, 30-mile radius of the game. So, like, trying to contain that at the high school level, like, to be honest with you, bro, if he just dropped back, you got to have, like, 2-3 guys. Like, okay, now, don't let him get loose. Because you just got one. It's impossible, bro. He going to get up. He going to
hold D line back? Maybe.
I don't know.
But nah, I mean, they got some. I like when I saw North Clayton play Llewellyn. I liked Treveon Glass, sophomore running back, cornerback. He's got some wheels. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to, decipher blocks. You know what I'm saying? Uses athleticism. I like him. I like Thomas Parker. You know what I'm saying? A big receiver, a bigger target for Justin Murphy standing at 6'2". So those are going to be 2 guys, you know what I'm saying, to watch North Clayton this upcoming week against Doug and saying on into the playoffs. So Treveon Glass and Thomas Parker, number 10 for the Eagles of North Clayton.
Yeah, Treveon Glass is athletic. He's probably about 5'7.5". Might be like 140, 145 pounds. He good. He play running back and slot receiver and outside receiver. Seen him in 707.
I'm sure he's electric.
That's going to do it for our headlines, man. There it is. All right, let me go and give a little Middle Georgia, South Georgia update real quick, man. Lee County, Houston County, Thomas County Central, Ware County, and Peach all had bye weeks, man, so they did not play last week. But we'll update you guys on some of the top teams in 6A. Down South Lounge, they picked up another win. Mason Woods balled out, rushed for 198 yards and 3 touchdowns on 39 carries. He rushed for 332 yards as a team, beat Camden County 35-14. They will play Richmond Hill not this week, but the following weekend. Valdosta, they beat Richmond Hill 41-0. Jalen Copeland returned interceptions for touchdowns on Richmond Hill's first 2 possessions. Tyreek Wade was 14-18 for 332 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he also rushed for 78 yards and a touchdown. Marquise Fennell, he had 7 receptions for 210 yards and 3 touchdowns. Mind you guys, he is a running back, by the way. All right, Colquitt County, they beat Tiff County 39-20. Jason Stevenson, he rushed for 102 yards on 16 carries. Also had a 29-yard touchdown run on the opening possession of the second half. He gave Colquitt County a 29-7 lead. Jamari Stokes rushed for 92 yards on 9 carries in that one. Big win, obviously, for them. All right, real quick, Class A Division 1 update. Worth County, they beat Berrien 54-16. Worth County led 40-8 at the half. Linden was 11-13 for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns. Colby Griffiths had 4 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. Trayshawn Jones rushed for 84 yards and 3 touchdowns on the day. All right, Heard County, they beat Darlington 41-20. Heard County rested their starters after taking a 41-7 lead at the half. Ethan Tisdale, he had 106 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. And he also was 11 for 14 for 136 yards and 3 touchdowns. All right, Swainsboro, they beat Savannah Country Day 42-14. Marcus Danforth's 22-yard return of a punt block. Derek Hughes and Ashton McCassell's 17-yard interception return helped make it obviously a blowout for them. Big victory over Savannah Country Day for Swainsboro. All right, Northeast Macon had a bye week. They will resume play this week. All right, last but not least, Class A Division 2 update. Clinch County, they beat Brooks County 6-0 with the score 0-0. Clinch County, Fred Causey, he blocked Brooks County's 33-yard field goal attempt with 2:12 left in the game, and Jakari Posley returned 80 yards for the game's only score. Causey later intercepted his 7th interception of the season to clinch the victory after Brooks County got to midfield. Both teams had just one other drive inside the opponent's 25-yard line. A great defensive battle between those 2 teams. Bowden, they beat Mount Zion Carroll 44-7. Josh Hopkins rushed for 131 yards and a touchdown on 11 carries, and he also was 8 for 12 for 61 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. Obviously, Brooks County lost to Clinch County 6-0. Their field goal was blocked. They will play this week against Charlton County, or next week, against Charlton County, who's 4-4. Last but not least, Screven County, they beat Metter 27-7. Screven County rushed for 365 yards and he completed 2 passes for 21 yards. DeMarco Ward rushed for 210 and 4 tubs on the victory. There you have it. Little update.
South Georgia teams making a little headroom down there. We love the update. We appreciate you tapping us in, brother. Little Swans, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Lyndon Worthy, bro. 11-13, 300+ yards. Just doing what I always thought you can do. I love you, Lyndon. It's my dog. He just got baptized over the weekend. I told him, you take that video down, you getting baptized, redo it next weekend because, that water was a little dirty. I can see it. So it might have been a little bit, there was too many sins in that water. You need to get some Dasani or something. Get properly baptized.
This is a clown, bro. I cannot.
No Photoshop.
I cannot. All right, fellas, let's go to our top performers real quick before we bring on some of the guests. I'm going to start with you, Bacon. Who are your top performers from this past week?
Come back to me, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, Julian.
Well, hold on. I gotta properly do
it. This man changing hats. I can't. I can't, bro. This man changing hats, bro.
Come on, man. My boy had over 200 yards, a PBU, and 2 clutch touchdowns. They said, I want to see what Champ Bailey's son do against Terrier's favorites. I think that's going to be a good matchup. I said, you have lost your mind. And guess what happened like that first play after the half? Like a 50-yard bomb, touchdown. Carver coming back from behind. We still down by like 3 or 4 points. Oh, my God. Everybody panicking. What we going to do? Give it to the midget. The boy who got rejected Because he was too small. We can't bring you to high school because you don't meet our height requirement. We need length. You're not tall enough. Been rejected by thousands of schools. Terrius Favors. Put him at quarterback. We all know it's coming. Over with. Pulled a Justin Murphy at the quarterback. 80-yard touchdown. Man, come on, bro. Terrius Favors, bro. Averaging 90 yards, 100 like 90-ish yards per game. Balling on offense and defense. He's going to be 2A athlete of the year. And Atlanta Touchdown Club, I know one of y'all watching this. Don't let that lady from the Booster Club at Mary's pick team no more. Because she put that boy at athlete. Y'all know Red should have won it. Don't do that. Don't do that. So Terrius Favors, Joshua Lee at Locust Grove. I think he had 2 tackle for loss and 2 PBUs. And then Cornell Mills, who I said was the number 1 cornerback in 2027. He making me look good. He backing it up with his play. He had 3 picks. And he can catch ducks or tip balls, like coverage. 3 picks, 2 PBUs, and 2 tackles. They're my guys right there.
All right, there you go. Great job, obviously. Are you concerned at all? You know, obviously they struggled a little bit, but was able to pull it out against Holy Innocents, or are you good?
Look at that horse face. Look at that horse in his eyes. Do it look like you concerned? If he ain't concerned, I ain't concerned.
All right.
Just get the ball to Terrius Favors, man. The one that's too short. Shout out to Coach DeMarcus Van Dyke down in South Florida. Said he was too short, stood us up after we drove 6.5 hours. Now you trying to spin back and get us on an OV in November. Shout out to you, man. He's not coming there.
We is not going for him.
DVD. Keaton, one of y'all watching this, DJ LaShawn, y'all can get Nick Daniels. But Terrius Favors, don't ever call my phone about that boy no more. And he gonna block all of y'all when he get the boys too.
But I'm dead. Big, and I'm gonna start with you. I think I got Coach McCrary ready to go. But
That's a bad man. I'm going for my Malone standout player, man. Got to go with my boy. He don't get too much love on the media airways for what reason? I do not know why. But that boy Rodney Coulter, man, went home this weekend, went to Boulder. But before he went to Boulder, my boy had a pick 6. Now pick 6. It was against Dutchtown. We don't worry about that pick 6. Nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Came out of his drop, sat on it, and took the slant the opposite direction. 2 TFLs as well. You know what I'm saying? 4 total tackles. You know, so obviously 2 solos with TFLs, man. So shout out to that boy Rod, man, doing his thing. Go Buffs. Let's go Buffs, I should say.
Hey, you got a quick comment for you, Jew. It said, DB Coach Julian, we're going to get you a Jefferson hat for sure because Matt Gaddis is going to make some huge plays in the playoffs this year again. Go Dragons.
Oh, yeah, this is that. Yeah. I like Matt. Bro, crazy story, right? So I think somebody tagged Mac in like a TikTok or something like that I had put. So I looked at his film and I was like, damn, hold on. This is my white boy Ricky right here. This he can play. Like, oh boy, pretty good. And I remember from a 7-on-7. So I sent this film out to like 4 or 5 coaches. Bro, somebody from Florida. Oh, the defensive coordinator, Alex Zuber from Florida Memorial. They play in the SIAC against like Miles, Albany State, Fort Valley. He picked the phone up and called Mac. Like, offered him like 20 minutes after I sent him the film.
Sheesh.
Yeah, bro. Offered the same that set Mac expectations like, for unrealistic stuff. But I ain't never had that happen before. But yeah, Mac a baller, bro. And he's 6 feet. He plays safety. He plays safety, corner, nickel. Yeah, he a baller. He a baller for sure. I can see him playing corner at the next level.
There it is. Appreciate you tuning in, Mr. Gaddis. Obviously talking about your son, Max. All right, let me give him out real quick for being on Coach McCreary. I'm going to go Clinch County athlete Fred Causey. Like I said, he blocked, obviously, Brooks County 33-yard field goal. He also had an interception in that game as well. Outstanding performance on both ends of the floor, both ends of the field, I should say, and really helped them clinch that victory. I'm going to go Athens Academy quarterback Chapman. He was 14-21, 323 yards. And he had 4 touchdowns in that big-time victory for Athens Academy. Obviously, a standout for me for his great and dominant performance. Then I'm going to go Keon Standifer of Athens Academy as well. Absolutely balled out. He scored 6 touchdowns, y'all, in the first half of the game. 4 receiving, 1 rushing, and 1 returning from a lateral from Baines Collins, who had intercepted a pass. So he had 6 total touchdowns in the first half. He had 7 receptions as well for 210 yards.
What game was that?
Hold on, I don't know who they played. Hold on.
I'm done dealing with Keon, man. That boy don't. I'm done. That boy owe me $20 too. Keon owe me $20. I sent it to him on Venmo.
They play Providence Christian again.
Oh my God, they so. That's the game. I told him back in like July. I was like, tell me which game to come to. Like, which one you gonna get off? And he said that one. But he don't never pick up the phone or text back because he owed me $20. So I ain't. Oh man, I could have caught that on camera. But shout out to my boy. Can't wait for you to go to college. I still hope you look, the guys at Georgia Tech. Before I say this, you got to understand. I kind of know him a little bit better than you. I don't want him to go to Georgia Tech. I want him to go to like TCU, Texas Christian, BYU, school like that, so he can rub off on them. That boy need the Bible study, baptism. He need prayer, all that. Cause that boy, hey, gonna run off on me like that. When I see that money on Venmo, I sent it public too, because you know how you can see when people send money to each other on Venmo. Yeah. So I was like, he owe me this back, or give me my money back or something. I got you, Keon. Stand up for. I know where you live.
I bring him young.
I can't. Last vote for me, man. Westside Augusta running back Tamari Curry, 205 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Also had a 35-yard pass as well in that game. Colquitt County quarterback Cohen Lawson, 16 of 20, 275 yards and 3 touchdowns in a win for Colquitt. Ja'Cory Shockley, McEachern, true freshman, 5 receptions, 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Talk about getting it done. That is getting it done. He is special. Going to be a player to watch moving forward for the Indians. Great performance for him, obviously, in their win. Last but not least, Lowndes running back Mason Woods, 198 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in the win. Those are my top performers for this week. Anybody have anything else to say before we bring on Coach McCurry?
I think Ja'Cory Shockley has the capability and the potential to be the number 1 athlete in the country. So hopefully McEachern, do right with him. Because I think he can play corner. He could be a top corner in the country because the boy already like 6'3" as a 9th grader. And he could be a top receiver in the country as long as they get a quarterback. Yep, that's it.
I'm saying show some love to my boy Jalen Britt. 27 receiver, man. Leading the team in touchdowns, Buzz Electric, brother play point guard on his basketball team and taking the same moves to the gridiron, playing receiver, man. So show my boy some love, man. He underrated for sure.
All right. Good fun by y'all. All right, man. We're going to bring Coach McCurry here real quick.
All right.
Coach, what's going on?
Coach.
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Doing good.
You that same coach that beat them boys 91-0.
But you play too much. What's going on?
You the one.
hey. And
I'm surprised y'all getting as much negative pushback.
I listened to the show before I got on. I was busy. And I'm gonna tell you, I like the kid from Athens Academy. Some kids y'all know, they some ball players too. Try to get something on my crease out, man. But the thing I want to get on him about was killing me is like you watch the 247 board report they have. Have you ever been on there before? They talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? People on Facebook. So I don't have a Facebook. I've been on saying something bad. But my thing is, AJC drops a list today. And it's like teams that won like 2023, 2024, like beat people 90-0, 85-0. I said, man, but people just don't like us. What do we do to people? You know what I'm saying? We some nice people, bro. Unless you be on our bad side. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's the big deal about Creekside winning? And like I should try to tell everybody, I'm not going to tell like a 9th grade kid who never plays, he got a pick 6. That highlighted bro career. I'm sorry, he's a 10th grade. He never plays. And bro got a pick 6. You don't say, bro, fall out of bounds, bro. Come on now. That don't make sense of what they saying. Often they need to touch the field. Trent need to touch the field.
Coach, I heard y'all only completed 7 passes. That's true?
Yeah. Yes, we didn't throw the ball. They didn't tackle.
That's crazy.
Kelly had 6 carries for 5 touchdowns.
Yes. Like, bro, and I said this in the show a while back. Our region is, I hate to talk about other programs, but I'm telling you, they don't even, you can see the difference once the game starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a difference. It's just a difference. And it's nothing personal. We respect everybody, bro. You know what I mean? I want everybody to understand we do respect everybody. It's not our fault that you can't block us or Tavares Terrell get a sack and scoop and score. A ninth grader, Jaden Archer, gonna be real good. He like 6'2". He made a sack fumble.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like we played ninth graders the whole game. The whole
Some
game.
of the starters didn't even play.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, I said 5 on defense.
Major, Carter Jameson.
Yep. Tank didn't play. Number 99 didn't play. I said
Deshaun
all the
play?
boys. Yes, and like I try to tell everybody, like JV team is 8th graders in the state of Georgia. You can't play 8th graders. Like we have 15 8th graders on that JV team. Julie know that I started quarterback 8th graders. Our running back is an 8th grader. Our 2 receivers on JV 8th graders. D line, I'm playing 2 8th graders on D line on JV. Like we just can't play them on varsity. And our JV is undefeated. They don't beat Westlake, Langston, Newton. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it is, what it is. And I want everybody saying it ain't our fault what you don't do. Because we got the same 24/7. You got the same week to practice like we practice. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to put that out there. I'm tired of it, man.
See, I was thinking that y'all was pushing the pace. You know, y'all have been to the state three out of the last 5 years. Y'all trying to keep the boys hungry. That's what I thought it was.
Man, practice is, bro. I'm gonna tell you our practice. You done been our practice. Our practice is a game simulator. We get after each other, one versus ones. We call it good on good. Then we do an inside period. We do board drill. That be our best practice until we get in the playoffs and see somebody that's gonna be good, like a Cartersville, like a Norfolk Coney or a Benedict or a Ware or them schools like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we practicing for. Like I know they got film on us, we got film on them. I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't like us. They don't get them all our film, bro. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we doing the same thing. We preparing for the playoffs. I reason what it is. Everybody thought ML King was good. I knew they were poo. I just didn't want to say it on the internet how sorry they were. You know what I'm saying? It's like our region is just terrible. It's just terrible. and it's no disrespect to Drew. And I know everybody mad about 91 point, but bro, they got a tackle. I'm gonna see y'all some clip. Now I'm seeing my hood. I'm seeing y'all. The quarterback dropped by and just threw the ball on the ground one play. And we scooped and scored it. He didn't want to get hit. He didn't want to get hit. So he scooped and scored it. I'm not gonna tell D lineman who never touched the end zone don't score, bro. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tavares Terrell, he want to score. Cassie Burke want to score. I'm telling my big D lineman, bro, nah, bro, fall on the ball, bro. They undersized running backs. They 5'10", all on 5'10", 230, 240. They can move. They want to score.
Period.
And all that happened in the third quarter. The fourth quarter, it was all ninth graders, and they still couldn't score.
So what was the score at the start of the third quarter?
It was 6-3-0.
6-3-0. So
they kicked the ball and said, they kicked the ball and said, boom, said scores. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, bro, they still throwing the ball. Why are you throwing the ball? They were throwing the ball getting sacks, and the quarterback didn't want to get hit. That's what happened. It didn't just run up the score. Trent didn't take the ball. Bro, I promise you, Trent started looking at his call sheet. They weren't tackling Said. Said get the ball and just break. Nobody took Said. The kick out return with Said scored on the third quarter. 5 Drew players running side by side with him. Nobody tried to tackle him.
No.
Bro, I promise you, I wish I knew how to do. You know, I'm not my son, man, they in college. I wish I could show y'all. I can see my passcode to huddle. They are running with Said. Literally. Running with him. Nobody tried to tackle him.
That's crazy.
This is why we bring you on to give the authentic other side of the coin. I mean, it's always two sides to every coin. You got to get
like
that.
We respect everybody, bro. We wouldn't do nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we been beating folk. We beat DeSoto 70-28. We could still put up more points on DeSoto. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? We really wanted to beat them. Now them and Rome, they were the eye of the whole summer. You know what I'm saying? Like so the thing is, like we would never try to like blow nobody out like, oh, let's do this, do this. That's just part of our game plan. That's how we practice. Like the 2 pooch kids, they didn't go get. We practice it because y'all got a hold right though. That's on coaching though. They gotta fix that. They don't know this. Cause we watch your special team. You got a big hole from the 30 to the 20. We're gonna push kid in the hole. Come get the ball. It's part of football, man. It's part of coaching too as well.
That's facts. Coach, I want to ask you this, man. What do you think about the new GHSA rule?
I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it like BCS, top 32 play, and you get to play with some good team. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting the first round, second round, probably play somebody who's not worth it. They made the playoff, and you got a team like, let me think somebody else. Like They say Perryton region in 4A. They got some. That's a tough region. And say somebody miss out in that region. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Perry, Benedict, where who else in there? I can't think of my head right now, but that's good. That's a good region.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Starkbridge region decent. The Locust Grove, Starkbridge, they're tough region. Jones County. Somebody gonna miss out. But think about it, you got somebody just say a region like I can't even think of some of the reason. What team probably 6-4 just won all their region game, but their region ain't that good. Still make the playoff, win a region, and get a home game. It ain't fair. I like it. I like it.
Warner Robins.
Yeah, like Warner Robins and but they kind of down this year a little bit. They kind of down this year.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just tough region when the teams don't get in. It ain't fair. It
And,
ain't fair at all.
And then, Coach, to sum that up, obviously, I know you love it. Do you think we will see more teams? Because I believe it's power rankings. So do you think we'll see more teams schedule as hard as you guys schedule, just non-region schedule?
Yeah. So we already talked about. Coach did talk about. We're gonna do one out-of-state game because only count not the BCS. I keep calling it BCS. It ain't BCS. The high school thing is 9 games. So we're trying to schedule teams like either Lowndes, Colquitt, Valdosta, schools like that, 5 non-region games. And go from there. But we're gonna still play one out-of-state game every year. We ain't gonna change on that. Cause we already got a call from some team in Cali. I can't even think right now. Some team in California. So they supposed to come to Creekside this year. Next year, I'm sorry. Next season.
Hey man, Trent said he trying to go get his lit back on
I know. Hey, look, you sound like I know you've been talking to Trent too, because that's what he said the other day. I know you talking to Trent, because that was Trent talking about we lit back to her. I said, bro, shut up, bro. It's about
he was like, hey, the way they looking right now.
Oh yeah, hey, I wish we. Hey, look, I told somebody the other day. I wish we played them March Day team. They are terrible, bro. They are bad. But yeah, we trying to still schedule tough non. It depends on what JHS put us next year too, because they might put us in 10 team region. We don't know how next year gonna look for us right now, but we do want where we can get 1 national and 2 tough non-region stages. I already know he said he going 6A, 5A. Gonna be 1 6A, 1 5A next year. It don't matter who it is. He said like I know he did say Lown. He gonna reach out to Lown about all stuff. I think he said Colquitt. Can't even remember what he said. Gainesville. He gonna reach out to all them for non-region game.
I don't think they're gonna do it because they don't got nothing to gain.
Two black head coaches. Valdosta won't be good. 2 black head coaches.
Yeah. So we're gonna get out there. We don't matter who we play.
Nope.
The thing is, people don't want to lose to us. That's the issue. So
they don't have nothing to gain being in the higher classification, only something to lose. So they win, it's like, oh, you're supposed to win because you're in the higher classification, but they lose, and like, oh my God, I can't believe you lost. So they probably gonna turn that down, trying to save face. But Thompson, they'll play y'all. Alabama,
and Georgia. No, we need Georgia.
Not Alabama.
I know. But yeah, we played Grace a couple years ago. We beat them. Out of Carter. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been hard to get them games again since we beat Grayson that year. But we'd love to have one of them games. It'll be a good game, man. I ain't lie. I want to play
Thomas County Central.
You know what? We know we go that pad account. We might go. I don't know, bro. He'll play us though. I like bro. Bro, cool there. They go ahead, coach. That pad account be lit, boy. We be getting out there down there, boy. That shit be crazy.
Man, I would be there, but it's 4 hours away.
On to Tallahassee, basically.
Hey, I'm telling you, we got up and warmed up for everybody the next day, and the head coach said, "Yeah, coach, y'all gonna win state this year, coach. Y'all different, coach. Cause we were hitting them for this shit. This shit was crazy, man. Crazy. Good pad account. I love it. Love that pad account, man. In the summertime. Yeah, man. That's it, Najee. I just want to get off my chest, man. I got tired of the Facebook and post.
Yeah. So when they beat Midtown, 106-0.
We're not gonna beat Midtown.
We breaking the scoreboard Midtown.
Hey, I'm telling everybody, it's hard to get 90. It's hard to get 70. Because we've been having running clocks since every game first quarter. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
First quarter?
Man, the ref came to us the last 2 games. Say, Cole, I know we're gonna do it at halftime, but we're gonna run the clock a little bit.
What time you get home?
And I hear Cole Plot say, yeah, Cole, go ahead, man. Get up out of here, man. I understand. And Cole Dish don't never say no. And he'll turn around, look at y'all better get everybody in. And he'll walk down the sideline. That's all he do.
Dang.
That's what he said. He said, man, y'all better get everybody in. And he'll walk away from the sideline.
So what time you get home now? 11, 10:30?
Man, we be out there kicking and shit, man. So shit, still 11, 12.
12.
You know what I'm saying? We might fry some fish, extra fish from the concession stand. We good and shit. Chicken wings. We be out there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this Friday, we watching the Norfolk County East Side game. So we didn't get home like 12 something. We had turned the game on, watched a little bit of it. Cause we said, damn, why the game was so close? So we looked at the game, you know what I'm saying? Put them on the radar. We already see what they're about without number 5. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
so you know what I'm saying?
It's after the game.
Yeah, so
Hey, I told Matt Stewart, because he have ranked Cartersville and North Oconee over y'all. And I'm like, bro,
that's cool. That's cool.
to be real, if you combine them teams together, they still gonna lose to Creekside. Just
Hey,
be
man.
honest with you. Now I'm like,
we don't-
Creekside is gonna beat Cartersville in the semifinals by 3 or 4 touchdowns.
We don't let them keep ranking them. We cool. We don't want that
Bro,
shit. We were surprised AJC put up 1. We don't care. Like I told everybody, the play I got to go through the swamp. You don't want to come down there and play. That shit different down there.
Nah,
Like, you got to come through the swamp. Like, you just got to come through.
Even the coaches at Cartersville, like, I talk about Creekside next year. We're not talking about them this year.
But
you know which one I'm talking about.
I know, but this year though, he talking about next year. 10 kids come back on defense.
Yeah. See, people don't know, Coach, that when y'all made that state championship a couple years ago, all them boys were sophomores.
Yes,
Major was a freshman.
Yeah, he started as a freshman. Like Tavares Rivera played in the state championship as a freshman. Casher Bird played in the state championship as a freshman. Tank Holt played in the state championship as a freshman. Like, yeah, and the thing is, like, Gary Walker come back on offense. 4 to 5 old linemen come back on offense. Money here come back on offense. We got a kid named Carter Palmer, JV, 9th grade, gonna be a 10th grade, legit. Quarterback gonna be good. Like, we got a running back, badly played, Caden Mosley, bro, is good. Like, and he comes in as our 3rd back in every game. He's played wrong game. He has played every game we have played this year.
Yeah, you talking about 20?
Like, yes, 20. Yeah, 20. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know why everybody keeps talking about. I'm gonna tell you something. For some reason, God love us, and I guess we've been paying our tithes. 23, 24 was good. And this class, 26, 27 combined is good. Like, God has blessed us with back-to-back class. 25, that one everybody should have beat us. I'm surprised we made the semis. They didn't know how much coaching we doing. Because we didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What,
like,
2 running backs go down?
Yeah. So I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. Like,
they had to adjust to a totally different style of quarterback.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, like, they only got us last year. These two niggas talking about next year. I don't know. I
mean, stuff.
I don't. My whole D line come back. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. My whole D line come back next year. I lose Sean Williams, Dakar Fairley, Tyree Tozen. I lose 3 guys. Oh, and Marion Jones who committed Kennesaw State. I lose 4. The rest of them are juniors that play. I play 20 guys on defense. I don't. This is our window. It doesn't matter who. It don't matter. For me, defensively, it doesn't matter. I tell everybody, come to a game. Watch my D line.
And you one of the only defensive coordinators who actually gonna utilize the play, bro. Blitz, call man. Are we going against high school quarterbacks?
Exactly.
They cannot.
There's no Trevor Lawrence's out here. And no
Sean Watson.
We're not seeing no CJ. We're not seeing no we're just not seeing it. Now my first year in 5A, we saw some good quarterback, but right now it's just no. The quarterbacks are iron down their receivers. They iron them down once they snap the ball.
Not going through progressions.
No, a lot on like Trent teaches that. So Trent get on us a little bit in practice. He carry the ball. They throw the ball often good, but a lot of guys don't go through progression, and offensive coordinators really have got to a point now with RPO is just don't. And I love RPO. Don't get it wrong. I'm finna say to you, but if a team playing man and you don't break RPO, you're not moving the ball.
Nope.
Because now you in zone. RPO does work against zone teams.
Yeah, because you got a key. Somebody, you got a key. But man, you
can't read us because we're standing and moving and blitzing. And that's on film. Like, I'm not hiding it. Like, everybody got our film. It's on film.
And you just need better players.
Yeah, you just got to have better players. And now you're talking about going foot to foot, mass protection, Now y'all got 2 people going out for a route, not 03, and your running back. Get the ball. Oh, we're gonna put our head back.
Quarterbacks in high school struggle against zone, and people be open. So imagine what's gonna happen when you playing man to man, and they gotta throw them open or put it to a spot.
Yeah,
but
it's a 50 ball.
Added to that, you're also blitzing. So now they gotta put it to a spot immediately. Come on, man, it's over with, bro.
It fit the ball.
You just gotta have better players. You have to beat these people man to man. That's all. But no team in 4A is as talented as y'all player for player. And another thing that people don't realize, y'all have these kids, you know, they look at Fairburn, but everybody act like and play like they from the trenches. They act like they from the city of Atlanta back in like 1995.
It's how the practice go. You done been to a practice. Nigel, y'all should come to a practice, man. You'll love it, man. We get after it, man. They be like,
I got more free time now, coach. So best believe, like some padded camps and some stuff you invited me so I can never go to. I would definitely be there.
I got you, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all letting me get on and explain what happened. But we do respect everybody in 4A. Like I said, Carterville, Norfolk County, Benedict, my boy Bubba down there at Benedict. It's gonna be a good one, man. Once we get that first round, second round, gonna be some good football. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like I said to everybody, marriage is still marriage. I don't care what nobody say to me, bro. I don't care. No, marriage is still marriage, man. Brother running the same thing for 30 plus years.
43.
He gonna find a way to get there. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He gonna find a way to get there. I don't know. He gonna get there. And I told everybody in the game. We were beating him last year. Our kicker was tripping. I said, man, this man been coaching more than I've been alive. Hey, man, we ain't gonna keep stopping this man the whole game, though. Like, you gotta come on, bro. Like we gonna figure something out. You know what I mean? But 4A is fun, man. That's all I can say. 4A is fun. And I love it. It's top heavy. We're gonna have some fun. It's top heavy. We're gonna play all the time.
Looking forward
I got
to
y'all
it,
some passes for the playoff, man. I got y'all, man. Come through the playoffs. Julian always gonna be there. I know he gonna be there. I ain't worrying about him. He gonna talk y'all too. But I got y'all, man. Don't come to the first round. Come back second, third.
Yeah, don't come to
the first round, though.
If we come for the first round, we come for the fifth round. That's it.
Yeah, the first round be
semifinals. That's when y'all gonna play Carterville. Woo, boy.
Yes.
I don't care. Carver playing that day. I'm gonna be at that game.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be, bro don't beat us twice. What it be, the 17-14, 21-18. So, you know what I'm saying? We 0-2 against, been close game. You know what I'm saying? He's a good coach. They got a good coach staff though. I respect the coach staff and everything, but
you're not running the ball on them, and you're not about to just. If y'all couldn't, they was forcing the ball to Brady Marchese against I think it was Cass, and they couldn't complete it against.
Yeah, I got
they couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't complete it to him. They just kept forcing it. I'm like, bro, you better ask Boobie Feaster how I get.
Oh, don't worry about it. He getting that treatment. He gonna get all that love. Hey, when Coach McCurry say, ask the guys on defense. When I say I love this kid, they know what that means. Oh, you love him? That means we about to get him. I love him. Tell him Coach McCurry loves him. He's a good one. I love him. When I say that on Monday, they were like, okay, Coach, what's the plan? He got the love, man. Love him. Big heart. Big one.
I like that.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Holla at y'all, boy, man.
Holla at y'all. Let me know when you come back on, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. There goes Coach McCreary, man. I appreciate him tuning in real quick, man. So we got interview coming up too in the ranks. Hey, Treveon, stay with us, man. We're gonna do these quick predictions, and then we're gonna bring you on. We know Julian don't really like to talk to the kids like that, so we'll bring you on. I know you don't, bro. You be so.
How was the game? It was good. That's it? Yeah, it was good. Okay. Jeremy was like, I can. What he said? Because I had some boys, like my boys, who I like be taking care of from time to time, and he was like, I can help them do media training. I said, bro, just teach my boys how to read. We ain't even thinking about that for long. I just want my boy to know how to read, man. Golly.
I feel you. All right, man. Well, so we get started with these predictions, man, for going our guest for the interview, man. Bijan Robinson's had an 81-yard touchdown, Bacon, by the way. Get a little update.
All right, I tapped in.
Yeah, so just wanted to let you know that. All right, let me get QB Marcus's picks too. All right, y'all. So we're gonna start with this one, man. TV game. Julian McKeecher and Hillgrove. I think it's gonna be on GPB.
Big Hillgrove. Big Hillgrove. Come on, man.
Who audio that? You're gonna get us copyrighted, dog.
Hey, man. Big Hillgrove, man. Big Hillgrove, man.
Big Hillgrove?
What up? I don't even know that mascot. I ain't looking at no rankings. I ain't looking at no games. My boy Jaden James went from McKeachern to Hillgrove. I want Hillgrove.
All right, that's simple. All right, who you got? Bacon. Well, I'll pull out Marcus's pick.
I'm rolling with the Indians, brother.
Okay,
it's gonna be a big week.
That's it. All right, y'all be showing y'all answers. I'm expecting a long good answers. I'm going with McKeachern, man. I believe in Coach Reed. Shout out to Zakir Abdul-Salam. He just committed to Kennesaw State today, man. I like their weapons on the outside. Corey Shockley, who we just talked about. Calvin Pittman's been doing a really good job throwing the ball. And the thing about it, McKeachern's winning games. No Jerrion Campbell we heard this year. Not going to play. No Nayland Scott. And they're still winning games and continue to play at a high level, man. So I got McKeachern winning this one, man. I think the Indians are the real deal. I think they're going to make some noise in 6A this year, man. I'm going with Coach Reed and the Indians.
I agree.
Let's go Hillgrove.
All right, man. Let's get the next one. Keeping it rolling. All right, let's go Griffin Jonesboro.
Jonesboro. And I don't even like playing county teams.
Yeah, you don't. You got a vendetta against them.
Got a vendetta, and I gotta roll with Jonesboro, man. I just think they more battle tested at this point. But if you'd ask me next year, I just said Griffin, but I'm rolling with Jonesboro for sure.
Yeah, same for me. I'm gonna go Jonesboro. I think they come out on top. A team I think that's getting right at the right time. I know everybody's like, oh well, maybe Central Carrollton isn't that good because they hung tough. No, I think Jonesboro has a good team. I think they got the weapons on the outside. Ethan Stark's been doing his thing. I'm saying this year they got Lucius Murray, who's an outstanding back for them. I love seeing him in person, man. And the senior night, man, them boys want to go out, on top. I remember the story of John Tavius and Cortez. They weren't really known, flying under the radar, and finally got on the scene. And I know the boys want to finish out their senior night the right way, man. So I'm going Jonesboro, big win against Griffin. All right. Next game, Northgate and Hughes. Bacon, I'm starting with you. This game is on Peachtree Sports Network. You are expected to be in attendance. So who are you rolling with, brother?
Yeah, I'll be in attendance for this one. I'm gonna go Langston, man. I'm gonna go Langston Hughes. As much as I'm definitely gonna pick Northgate over Lovejoy, but this is not the game to pick Northgate. You know what I mean? Just when it comes down to Langston, bro, they just got a lot, man. They got a lot. They got DK. You know what I mean? Offensive coordinator, head coach. They're gonna run it up. I just think they're gonna be a little more experienced, a little more. Have a little more depth coming into this one. So I'm gonna take Hughes probably like 10, 17 point win for sure.
Okay. Ain't your boy? I'm not gonna mention his name. Ain't one of them boys about to commit soon, Julian? You ain't got to say his name.
He already committed.
Oh, just ain't been announced.
No, he gonna flip.
But he's already flipped it, basically.
Basically, you talking about the one I DM'd you about, right?
Yeah. You ain't gotta say the name. I'm just asking.
Yeah. He gonna flip.
Ah, got you. Go ahead. Who you going with?
Shit, I ain't going with North. Shit, you might as well change your name to North. They about to kick the gate off your name. Hey, they just got more dogs. Y'all been playing a soft schedule. Quintavious, Wiggins. I said this against who they played. Mays or Westlake, I think it was one of them. He about to break his own record for most broken tackles in one game. Carson Baker, Julian Kendrick, Jamarion McKinney. They really gonna beat the snot out of y'all. It should be 42-0 with the running clock in the second half.
Lord, you ain't getting them boys no chance, man. Lord.
And the Creekside JV team might beat Northgate. Like Northgate has not played.
What is it, Bacon?
It's gonna be a solid game. Don't let that Julian smoke screen fool you. It's gonna be a solid game. Turn your TV to GPB. Put your feet up. Get your wine cool. Whatever you drink. It's gonna be a nice game.
Okay. Now Peachtree. You said GPB Peachtree.
Hey, GPB Peachtree TV. It's gonna be a good game.
It's all the same. They both get no views.
You wrong, bro. You wrong, bro. I'm gonna go Hughes, bro. You wrong. I like Northgate though, man. That running back play for them, Woody Shinetti, who was at Georgia Tech this week, right, Bacon?
Bro, he like top 20 in the state in rushing yards.
That's what I'm saying.
I looked at that. I looked at that yesterday. He got over 1,000 right now, don't he?
Yeah.
Squatting over 500.
Yeah, like
He
he
can
got
run that
over.
thing,
He got more than Will Rejecki.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He could told it, bro.
Coming out of the first week, he had the most yards, I think, out of everybody in the nation. They ever featured him on Rivals or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I seen that because I was looking at Amari Latimer stuff. Yeah, that surprised me. But
Sound like you flipping, brother. Sound like you're trying to come over to the gate, man.
They're gonna break that gate. We go to the apartment complex and the gate always open.
Yeah,
that's exactly
on the south side.
Yeah, that's exactly what's about to happen right there.
I can't. All right, y'all. Let's keep rolling, man. Troop County LaGrange. I'm gonna try to get to this one.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Bacon. What'd you say?
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about going. I know Bacon has been down there a few times. I'm thinking about it. I reached out to the coach. Hopefully he hits me back. But
dang, go
7-1, man. Two really good teams, man. And I seen LaGrange a few years ago, but the team's good. I think the only loss was the Sandy Creek. Drew,
I think Troop County 7-0.
Actually, you might be right. Yeah, I think they are 7-0. And I think about it. Yeah, and I think they're 7-1 because they lost Sandy Creek. Yeah, so a big game, man. Julie, I'm gonna start with you. Who you rolling with?
Oh my God. Two teams who not going to win the state championship in 3A, but they're pretty good. I want to go with Troop, but I'm gonna go with Troop. Fuck it. I like LaGrange. LaGrange is pretty coached up. I guess it's just a gut feeling. The Troop been on the roll, so I'm just going with them because they on the roll.
Okay, respect. Bacon. Let me see.
I'm rolling with LaGrange, man. Rolling with LaGrange. You know what I mean? They got Dylan Barber. You know what I mean?
Playing well.
This shit. Huh?
He's playing well.
Yeah, he's playing well. You know what I mean? On a four total touchdowns. 4 passing touchdowns. I think 4 rushing on the ground. And I mean, they got some receivers, and that defense is always fine tuned, man. They had a lot of young guys last year. I think second or third year in the system. I like LaGrange for sure.
Damn.
I'm gonna go LaGrange too. To your point, Dylan Barber's their leading rusher too this year, 515 yards rushing.
Yeah.
He's been playing really good for them. I'm also going with LaGrange, home game for them, and I'm just trying to stay packed in that region. I don't think they'll win the region title because they lost to Sandy Creek, but they should be able to come out on top. So I'm going with the Grangers, man, with a big time dub.
Thanks. Home game, but they're playing the same venue, brother. The Grange, Troop, and Callaway playing the same venue. And don't feel bad, Julie. You know what I mean? I need a couple games off you, big dog. I need a couple games.
We went 10-0 last week, man.
Went 10-0. Hey, you know what that means?
9-1.
All right. You got a little 2-game lead. Still a long way to go. We still got playoffs too, Julian. So
man, look, I feel like y'all about to catch up. I don't pick Jonesboro. Shit.
They gonna beat Griffin, bro. They gonna beat Griffin.
I can't believe I picked the Clayton County team. You should chose another game.
Here you go, bro. Here you go. All right, man. Noonan versus Lovejoy. Big time game.
Noonan. Finally. Woo! Noonan. Finally. Yeah.
You ain't nothing, bro. You ain't nothing, bro. You ain't nothing. Go ahead, Bacon. You ain't nothing. I ain't even what I'm gonna say, but you ain't nothing, bro. Leave it at that. Go ahead.
Man, bro. I'm rolling with the guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm rolling with Noonan too, man. If I'm gonna go down, I'm going down on my squad, man. You ain't really gotta say nothing. I know you finna pick Lovejoy, man.
How do you know who I'm gonna? Why y'all like y'all know me who I'm gonna pick, man?
Because you live in the area.
You like picking losers. That's why you pick Milton.
Milton is. Hey, hold up, bro. Milton ain't no loser. Relax on Milton, bro. Relax.
My bad. I know you want to keep your job as the beat writer.
Calm down.
I ain't trying to compromise your job security over there at Milton.
Calm down.
Over there on Crabapple. It's not even Milton. It's really Alpharetta.
Relax. But yeah, I'm rolling Lovejoy for sure. I'm going with Lovejoy. I think they'll come out on top, man. I know Julian, they ain't play nobody. They're Clayco school. I think the boys will be ready to go, man. I'm going with the Wildcats. upset over Noonan coming out on top. Yeah.
Upset over Noonan. It's crazy, bro. They're undefeated.
I mean, a lot of people like y'all gonna probably go with Noonan. So
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's an upset. If everybody's going with Noonan, if we was doing sports betting lines, who do you think people would pick? Probably Noonan, right?
I love Joy Twin.
Nah.
Pull it up tomorrow, man. Pull it up.
All right, bet. I'm gonna go.
Noonan,
Who wins this game? Yep, bet. Tomorrow I'm gonna be like, who wins this game? Noonan or Lovejoy? All right, bet. And we gonna see who the poll is. And I bet you the poll gonna be Noonan. All right. Couple more, man, before we wrap this up. Treveon, we coming, man. Almost done. Lumpkin County versus North Hall. Who y'all got?
North Hall.
That's a good pick.
I forgot the receiver name over there. I think he's pretty good. Cole Cable, that's his name. Cole Cable. I think he's a junior this year. Or he might be a senior. He's a junior. I think he had like 900 receiving yards last year, double-digit receiving touchdown. I'm going North Hall.
Sound like it's North Hall all the way around. Put me down for North Hall.
Going for North, yeah, I'm going North Hall too, man. Their team is they're undefeated, but they're so underrated at the same point. A team that can run the ball, they can throw it. A team that definitely needs more respect, man. So yeah, I'm going North Hall too. I think they come out on top. All right, man. Bacon, this is going to start with you. Landmark Christian. We talked to a few parents at the game when we was there. They kept talking about this Whitfield Academy game. No game we don't always discuss, but who do you think wins this one? Big time private school game.
Yeah, big time private school game. Landmark. They gotta travel up north, I believe. That's a long road trip. I just don't know if they got the beef. You know what I'm saying? That Wendy's commercial, where's the beef? I'm not sure if they got it. But it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game. I expect Skylar Hamilton. I expect, you know what I'm saying, 2. You know what I mean? Javon Freeney, Comto and Kempsey and Body. You know what I'm saying, to do their thing, but I'm not sure if they got enough on the trenches. So for that reason, I'm going with Whitfield County by 10, 17-point win for Whitfield.
Going for Whitfield Academy. Julian?
2 teams with almost zero talent.
I don't see that, bro.
The toilet bowl of the century. Who should I pick? 2 bad teams. Well, Landmark Christian is worse. I'm going to go with Whitfield.
Okay, you're going with Whitfield Academy. Yep, they're 6-1 this year. Yep. Talking about that kid Cole. Oh, dang, they running back the real deal too, man. Listen to this stat line real quick, Julian. Hollinsworth, 1,487 yards and 23 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, it's 1-8.
That's a lot of yards, bro.
It's 1-8. Like Zayden Cook had almost 3,000 rushing yards in like 12 games last year.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
1-8 football.
That is true. All right, y'all. Last one of the day. Oh, I'm going Landmark Christian, by the way, for those at home that are asking. Going Landmark Christian, man. I think they'll be able to go on the road, pull out that win. I like what I saw. They can run the ball. They got a lot of weapons. I think in the trenches, number 17, number 24 will be able to get it done. Going with Landmark. All right, St. Pius versus Lithonia. I'm sorry with you on this one, Julian. Who you rolling with?
Man, I want to pick Lithonia so bad, but after seeing them versus South Cab, I'm like, oh my god, bruh. Lithonia is more talented than St. Pius, but I think St. Pius is gonna figure out a way to squeak by with a win. But they are not a more talented team, player for player. Lithonia, but I seen how this story go 1,000 times, even with Marist. I don't know. They just keep winning their Marist. So I'm gonna go with St. Pius.
All right.
Give me I think they get it back on track this week. And I'm saying impose their will. On St. Pius.
All right. Another game, fellas, we're splitting hairs on. I'm with Julian, man. I'm going St. Pius. A little worried about Lithonia. I think I've seen St. Pius last year when they played South Cab. Very good coach team. They can go through adversity, and they're always going to find a way to come out on top. So that's a team I think they'll be able to do the same, man. So I'm going St. Pius. But as we wrap this part up, the games we were split on, everybody, St. Pius, Lithonia, Landmark Christian, Whitefield Academy was obviously a big one. Lovejoy Noonan was another one we was all split on. And obviously went with Hugh. Yeah. And then obviously Hillgrove and McEachern. Those are the 2 games everybody was split on, by the way. So I think we'll see some different results.
Hey, I think McEachern should win, but I'm rocking with Hillgrove, man. I want Hillgrove to win. I want Jaden James to get his get back. I want it. I stand on it. And if they win, I'm gonna screen record me saying this, and I'm gonna put it up. But if they lose, I will never be seen.
I can't.
I was supposed to go to that game, but we're gonna be in you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you going to Boise this week?
Yeah, man.
All right. Leaving on Friday?
Yeah, we're leaving on Friday. Gotta get up there, you know. Do a little dining. You might get wine and dine with the sponsors, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Terry's Favors. He the reason why I'm getting fed for free. Got a hotel for free. Damn near reimbursed me for the plane tickets. The fans did.
Wow.
Yeah, I put the booking confirmation on Twitter. They was like, how much it costs? I told them they sent me double what I paid. I was like, damn. Shit.
That's crazy.
Might change my last name to Favor. Shit.
All right, they mess with you, man. You did something right, man. You did something right. But I will let you go, Julie. Any last comments, man? We'll let you
I regret picking Jonesboro, but you know they gave me no choice. I wish he would have picked another game. I'm a big Clayco hater. I do not support Clayco anyway. I love Sid Brooks, the defensive coordinator over there at Jonesboro, and I would do everything in my power to get him a high-end paying job close to his house somewhere else out of Clayton County. That's all I got to say.
You ain't bring on the man from Vegas, man. That went to Vegas.
100%. Well, all right, Julie, we appreciate you, man. We're going to tap in with you as always, brother. And if you have any inside intel, man, send it my way, man, so I get these articles, these stories.
Okay, brother. I see you.
See you later, man. Peace. All right, Treveon, man, we ready for you, man. Where you at?
You're watching the game, man. Watching the Birds play, dog.
Huh?
I say you watching the Birds play right now.
Ain't nobody watching y'all.
Man, all right, don't stop. Come on now. We up 21-7 against the Bills. The Bills that everyone thinks is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Guess what? They're not that good. Not that good.
So what does
not
that
good.
mean? Great.
I hate it for my team. I hate it. I hate it for my Bengals.
I just got a
They
bad
won a
one.
bowl this year, man. Won a bowl, bro.
Who they? Damn they.
All right, let me text them real quick.
Do you think, brother?
So we ready for you? We are ready for you. Okay, he's commenting. Let's see. Hey, bring your camera though, man. We got to see your face, man. Bring your camera. Cut your camera on, man. So we can pub you out.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What up?
What up?
Chilling, man. How's everything going, man?
Everything right now is going well for the most part. Battling through adversity.
For sure, man. Tell everybody a little bit about your story real quick, a little bit, man.
My name is Treveon Lewis. I'm out of Dallas, Georgia, from Michigan. I moved down here to get a bigger name and get out of my situation.
100%, man. So obviously, how's the season just been going with East Paulding, man? What's some big things you've been learning?
Honestly, like something that I've learned throughout the season is when you're down and out, don't give up and continue to stride and continue to look out for your goals and try and keep the team up. As me being a young captain on the team, I really try and motivate and help the team as much as I can. With like even when we losing, to keep everybody head up and let's try and get it done the next week.
For sure. Now, there's a question that you have for Throw It to Bacon that I want to address on the show. That you put, obviously, when we put it in there, you said, how do rankings go? Is it based off of your rank in your class and state, or how is it done? So were you talking about like rank as far as 247, rivals on 3?
Oh, yeah. All of them as in, I mean, I've heard a lot of different answers as far as in the rankings go.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm sure that you know quite a bit. So, I was coming to see what you thought.
For sure. So from my knowledge point, basically, man, there are a lot of projections, right? So if you're a 5-star, you're projected to be a first-round pick, essentially, in the NFL draft. Sometimes you might not even, I don't know if you ever noticed there's like kind of disparity between, okay, his numbers, like how is he a 5-star if his numbers is here and my numbers might be better, right? But they go based
Yeah.
off projections, whether your height, your length, your size, your speed, your 40 time. So a lot of it is projections of how you're going to be. 4-star essentially is you're going to be a highly valuable contributor at the next level in college, right? So you're going to probably be either a day one starter or you're going to be a guy that sees the field very early, obviously, when you go off to the next level. A 3-star is you have potential. You may contribute, you may not. You're kind of more so, okay, hey, good high school player. We'll obviously see what happens in college. But more likely than not, you may be a contributor, but it'll probably take you a little bit longer. That's kind of how they like base it. But I know as you continue to perform at a high level, getting a 3-star is definitely easier than getting a 4 or 5. You kind of have to start out earlier, have these measurables that are just different from everybody else for those. But I know if you're a 3-star and you work hard and you had the stats and everything and it lines up, you're one of the best players in your state, you're more likely to get ranked.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely helps to see some different things. Cause I was looking at some stats the other night, and I had seen Xavier Griffin, the 5-star linebacker that's committed to Alabama, and me and his stats weren't that much apart as far as in sacks and total tackles for so far in the season.
Exactly. So yeah, that's based off of when you look at his measurables, what he can do, bring to the table, him being a tweener, his size and length, like he's more projected to be okay. This guy could potentially get to the league. That's kind of how they look at it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Bacon.
Yeah, brother. I want to start off from Michigan. You know what I mean? Don't want to dive too and probe too much in what I'm saying situation, but just is what's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, playing football in Michigan and playing football down here in Georgia?
Honestly, I would say the speed of the game is a lot different, like from here to up north. I would say like up north is more like run heavy, and down here is more like a pro style quarterback that can either run and pass.
So is that to
And
say you're more dominant back at home than you were, or it's about the same about your dominance about being back home and down
uh
here?
I mean honestly, I didn't play like I didn't play no like high school football down there or like nothing like that. I really only played like little league.
Okay. So how long have you been down here in Georgia, brother? This is your first year, second year?
I've been here somewhere about 9 years.
Oh yeah, you been down here. You know the area. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, I take the left. I'm be down here on the such and such lane.
Yeah.
For sure. So you know what I'm saying, being from Michigan, you know what I mean? Obviously it's a big I guess it's more of a bigger hoop state. People play basketball up there. So but can you play, you know what I'm saying, you got a little something in your game, or you strictly football?
No, I'm not strictly football. I do wrestle and I do run track outside of football in the
Okay.
off season and stuff.
100%. Two sports to go hand in hand. So you know what I'm saying, for the people who don't know, what does wrestling do for you as a football player?
As me playing linebacker or anybody that plays football on the defense side of the ball, it really does help you tackle, and it really does help your form as far as in tackling people in different ways to get somebody down on the ground. And a lot of stamina and having a lot of fast twitch muscles and being able to really burst.
Nice. So I wanna turn pages back left to when Nigel was talking about the basically how to get stars, not necessarily how to get recruited. So now knowing that information, I'm saying, how do you feel about just the whole grading process?
Honestly, I feel like as long as like anybody you work hard and you keep your head in the right space, you get good grades.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean you keep performing or outperforming these so-called 4 and 5 stars. I mean, eventually, I mean they're gonna have to see you. And I mean, I'm not one of the type of guys to really care for stars because I know personally a couple 4 and 5 stars, and I mean there's nothing wrong with what I'm saying being consensually said as the best player in the nation, but when it all comes down to it to the day, you can only pick one school. So I mean, I would just say like whatever school is best for you. I mean, go ball out.
100%. Speaking of schools, you know, man, you can only pick one. You were just at Vegas this past weekend, man. It took a long flight to go out to the UNLV. So obviously the head coaches out there just got some report to his name. So just how did you feel about the visit at UNLV?
I honestly would say I really loved it out there. it was a lot different in Georgia. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we got there, the city was like a lot like it was a lot faster.
Yeah,
And it was like nobody ever slept. It was like I woke up the next day and everybody was still woke from yesterday.
that's crazy.
The football down there, I would say from me watching it and me watching the players, I would really say like the players that like I really seen was his last name is Brown, the DB and I think he plays DB and safety, and then I seen the Jack. I can't think of his last name right now. He wear number one. Think of his last name right now. Um, he played for Carrollton down here, but I could really see those players being being in good position, and they play crucial roles for the team.
100%, man. Salute the FAY Sports. Appreciate you tuning in, brother, on IG. So when picking schools, man, what exactly are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? You're from Michigan, the Detroit area lifestyle, you know what I mean? So just what exactly are you looking for in a school to find a home?
Honestly, like I would say, like some key things that I look for, like when I do go on visits, and like I look for like the team morale and like the team's culture for real, for real. I don't want to go to like no team that has a bad culture because that could lead to a lot of different things and a lot of different outcomes throughout the season and a
Hmm.
lot of different players not as my coach would say, Coach Smith would say, dying to yourself and not being selfish. Um, I would say I'm a player that's willing to sacrifice something for the team to win. Um, and I would say I want to go and get a good education.
100%. Speaking of education, man, what do you think your major's gonna be like? What profession or what intrigues you about education?
I would say I want to go to school to learn cybersecurity. I'm into
Okay,
tech a lot. Um, so I would definitely try and I'm trying to definitely get into like a high tech school. Definitely trying to get into a high tech school. A couple a couple new schools on my radar that I'm really trying to secure and lock them down.
100%. Go ahead, Nash.
So, question for you, Treveon. So, what do you bring to a team that maybe not other linebackers bring? Obviously, you seem very intelligent. Obviously, you're high in the tech. You kind of already know what you want to major in. So, I know that you're getting it done in the classroom. So, what else do you bring to a team that maybe others don't, in addition to your play on the field?
Um, I would say what is something that I could bring to a team that many other linebackers wouldn't. Um, I would honestly say um let's see. I could say like let's see. Leadership would definitely be one. Win, draw, or loss. I feel like I have great leadership, and I'm not always right about some of the things I might say in the moment, but I always try and correct myself at the end of the day. Um, I'll say leadership, and I'll say like I try and pay attention to details as much as I can and tendencies on the other team. That's something that I can normally tell like week to week as far as in like teams like tendencies and different things that I see.
Okay, let's break down leadership a little bit more if you don't mind. So, all right, y'all won a game. Let's say y'all didn't play it how you wanted to. What's your message to your team? Knowing, hey, we won, we'll take the win, but we got some things we need to clean up.
I will honestly say like although we won against Alexander, I do feel like we had a decently well game. I don't feel like we still have hit the top yet. Like we're still like honestly, I feel like we still haven't hit our peak yet. I don't feel like we still all had our best game as one. Separately, we've all had our own games of say one of us had 15 tackles, that's a good game for one of us, but all of us as a whole playing together, I don't think we've had one of those games yet.
There it is. What do you say to your teammates after a heartbreaking loss? Came up just short, played your heart out, battled. What would be your message?
I would honestly say like we did already have one of these heartbreaking losses. We lost to New Manchester by one.
Mm,
Against them game 6, if I'm not mistaken. Game 6. And I mean, I told them honestly, like, it ain't nothing to be sad about. I mean, we didn't do the best at practice all week, and I mean, we didn't execute, and we had plays that we didn't hit, and it cost us with some very choicey penalties on the goal line when we had them pinned at the 1 yard line to get a safety. We had some very bad penalties happen down there, giving them all the way up to I think the 22 yard line, giving them a leading drive in the game, and then them also getting an onside kick coming out after halftime.
Okay. All right, got you. So close loss in New Manchester. Do you feel like you guys are better for it, losing that close and knowing what you need to do moving forward?
Yes, I feel like these losses have helped our team more than it's really beating our team down, saying that it really helped us to grow and see that everything that we do has to be to a level and a standard higher than what we might hold ourselves to.
Period. All right. Now I want to ask, for you, what's been your favorite thing about your football journey? What have you enjoyed most about playing the sport of football? Why do you do what you do? Why do you play the sport?
Um, to be honest, like I think like my biggest thing, like why I really like football drives me every day is because like I ain't never been like the kid to like to be like I want you, like I ain't never been the kid to be picked first. Like I always been the kid to be doubted. And I think that really keeps me driving, and everybody always counts me out, to be honest.
Okay, so if you don't mind expounding, obviously you talked about now I was being popular, I was being picked. So obviously that gives you probably a different drive than everybody else. Does that kind of go hand in hand with like your why of why you play football, or is your why for you different?
Honestly, no, like my why, I would say I have many different things that drive me on my why, but I think it goes hand in hand with my drive
Mm.
and why I would say I never give up. Because I mean, I done been down and out throughout the season this year, and many different things in adversity, going through injuries and many different position changes and all throughout. I mean, it's been a season.
Put us on game, man. Obviously, you're a dog for East Paulden. We know y'all got great players. Who else should we keep an eye on and get on the radar?
I would honestly say I could advocate for hmm, on the defensive side of the ball, a safety that I would say y'all should keep a watch out for the class of 27, Gabe Thomas Field. I think he has 3 picks and he's leading our region in interceptions right now. I think that he's definitely somebody that y'all should keep your eye on. Also the linebacker that plays next to me, Sam Lumpkin, he's in class of 2028. He's a good linebacker. He plays off of instincts and he's pretty fast. Um, I would say also one of our corners, Angelo. Can't think of Angelo's last name, but Angelo, class of 27 cornerback. He does. I would say that he has pretty well tape for a cornerback, and our coach would say he does have some well teach tape on his film. And offensively wise, our running back, class of 28, Flante Lumpkin. Um, he's a more of a power back, not so much elusive, but a downhill north type of back. Um, Receivers, I would say we got Kirk. We got Kirk. He's one of our top receivers, and Jalen Prater is a top receiver in the region. I think Kirk is 1 or 2 in the region, and I think Jalen's 3rd or 4th in the region for touchdowns, for both of them for touchdowns. And our quarterback, Bodie Spence, as many of y'all might know him, and our other back, KJ Kennedy, I would say
Gotcha.
he's an elusive back.
Okay. Bacon, I'll throw it back to you.
I understand, brother. I just want to dive back into it because, like, about what you said about just your mentality about not being everybody's first choice. You know what I'm saying? So going up with that, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you got some resilience, you got some grit. But I mean, how has that shaped you into who you are? You know what I'm saying? What have you done? Let me back up. You know what I'm saying? What has how has that made you approach life differently? You know what I'm saying? Being people's second pick.
It's honestly, I would say, approaching life. I would say like for me, I feel like I've had to work a lot harder than some people, where it's given instead of for just me having to go get it and really just like outstat them and prove certain coaches wrong.
And you know what I'm saying? Do you see the benefit of having to go through something like that that's going to prepare you for a later down in life where people just been handed things and haven't had to work as hard, where you've been really getting out the mud, proving your self worth?
Yeah, I believe that it's God's plan, to be honest, and I think that God only puts his toughest soldiers through the toughest battles, and I mean, as long as you keep faith in Him, I mean, I think life can always be great.
How would you describe your personality?
I say I'm a pretty open person. I mean, I would say like if you really didn't know me, you probably think I'm quiet. I don't really talk that much like at school and stuff, unless it's like to my teammates. I don't party or none of that. I really just work out, do schoolwork, and I mean chill for the most part. That's about it though.
So what makes you be, you know what I'm saying? What makes you be to yourself, brother? You know what I'm saying? Is it because you
Um,
from not home?
I wouldn't even say that. I mean, I'm just not a big people person. I would say I don't I don't do like any like a lot of stuff that teams doing now, and I don't try and put myself in those situations to where anything could happen or jeopardize my football career.
I'm saying, well, I mean, I would say, you know what I mean, doing solid on here, man. Like you said, being pretty open. I'm sure when you go out to the visits, you know what I'm saying, you probably chop it up because you know it's a business thing to a certain degree, chopping it up with the coaches on the visit, you know, just showing that you're interested, wanting to be there. Um, but I want to ask you this as well. I'm saying, what characteristics have you taken from Michigan that you carry down here, you know what I'm saying, to Georgia?
Characteristics that I would say is like um don't judge a book by its cover. Um, don't judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as and what I mean by that, like don't judge somebody by based on what you think they got or what you think they just got it off of just nothing. You know, a person could really you're gonna really know a person based off what they do when a coach or somebody ain't there to watch them. It's what you do in the dark that's gonna come out to the light. And I mean, I would say just don't judge nobody off of what you see the first time.
100% great principles. And I want to bring back up football, man. We talked about tweener and talking about somebody else, but I feel like you're a tweener in your own right. You may have already said that you play probably I think a little 5 tech on the outside. You play obviously stand up linebacker on the outside. So just talk about, you know what I'm saying, and you got great speed, you know what I'm saying, coming down, going from playing zone to attack, coming down here to attack the ball carrier or the QB playing a little spy. But just talk a little bit about your versatility, you know what I'm saying, and why you're one of the best linebackers in your classification.
I would honestly say, I would say like that I could cover the running back out of the backfield, and then I
Hmm.
could spot a quarterback. And I've actually this season I've played in the 3 tech, and I've actually gotten 1 or 2 sacks off of it
Okay.
as it being my first time playing in the 3 tech.
Yeah.
With our new defense and new installments, I would say that I can play out wide as the 5 tech too, and I can play the middle and the Sam and the wheel too, also as the coverage backers.
Nah, that's legit. But so did you train before you played it like 3 tech, like any defensive line moves, or you just kind of go in a raw
Um,
ability?
I mean, I had like before they installed it, I had two days to like prepare. I mean, we went over. I just learned double teams this week. I learned double teams this week. Some today and some last week. But I mean, honestly, I didn't. It was my first time ever being a 3 tech because I'm normally a 5 tech as the jack, as they would say in college.
Absolutely. Nah, for sure. So you picking up things quick, like I mean, you just you know what I'm saying, natural, bro. To be honest, fair to say.
Um, but honestly, as like covering, I feel I feel that I definitely have some things that I could work on, and I definitely want to be able to cover allow my coaches to believe in me to cover a prime receiver one on one as a nickel.
Mm,
Okay.
personal.
Okay. What makes you think you? Let me check your weight, brother. If you got it in your bio, do not have it in the bio. But I'm sure you got to be like what 220, brother.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, I was 220, but I actually cut down. I actually cut down a bit because I felt like I wasn't getting my same burst, my
Mm.
same my same lateral to running speed. So I definitely cut down.
So, talk about playing nickel. You already play every position at the linebacker core. You know all the techniques, defensive line wise. When you talk about player comparison or who you watch all the time, like who you watching to kind of mold yourself in the player that you want to become.
Um, I would say like some different linebackers that I watched in college. I watched Miles Munden when he was in college. I watched CJ. I watched CJ that's at Georgia right now.
Mm-hmm.
I watch. Let's see. I watch Sammy Brown. That plays for Clemson. I watch number 0 Hill for Texas, the linebacker. I
Anthony Hill.
watch him. He's a real twitchy linebacker. He's physical. I would say I do watch the University of Miami. I watch Bain. He's a very physical DN, and I could see myself um becoming as physical as him. He's a specimen. University of Miami number 1 hit their linebacker and Florida's linebackers. I would say I watch them quite often, and I've watched who else have I watched? And I watched number 1 for Michigan. Him and Ohio State's number 8 uh are definitely top linebackers that I watch in today's game.
Nah, sound like you done watched all the top linebackers in college football, man. So if you thought this far, you know what I mean, to where do you see yourself, you know what I mean, the next 10, 15 years playing football? Like how great do you see yourself?
I think the sky's the limit. I
Yeah.
mean, I think what you put in is what you get out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, as hard as you go now, it's only going to benefit you in the later future. So I mean, I believe that I could possibly do great things, and that I could probably leave East Pollard as one of the greatest linebackers to leave.
There you have it, man. Couple questions. I mean, I throw it back to Naj. Outside of football, man, you know what I mean? Say it real quiet to yourself, but very open, man. Just what's some hidden talents? Like, what do you do for fun, or there's some hidden talents that you got?
Some hidden talents. Uh, I say I'm pretty good at 2K. I'm not gonna lie. I say I'm
Yeah,
pretty good at 2K. I say I like to cook. It's pretty therapeutic, and
nice.
I like to draw.
Okay, you legit can draw.
Yeah, yeah, I can draw. I'm actually starting a clothing brand.
What's
Nice.
it called? Go ahead and plug
What?
that.
It's called Future Stars. It's gonna be an athletic and regular clothing brand.
When
Okay.
you started, send me the link, man, so we can throw it out there to support you.
Okay, okay, yes, sir. It's gonna be like appears like for basketball teams and football teams. As in bulk, and it's gonna be nice.
So are you buying the product to get, what I'm saying, did the design, or are you gonna do like the cutting, sewing, the whole thing?
I will. I already have a press and I already have the stuff in my house, but I will buy like the clothing pieces and all of that in bulk, and I'll make the stuff at home.
For sure. Where'd you get the inspiration from?
Honestly, I mean, I've been co-designing it ever since I was 12. The end of my was that 8th grade year. I really like got into drawing, and I had the inspiration from Capri. If y'all know who Capri is, he's a big fashion artist. I got the inspiration from him, and I just seen that he was a young teen that is a multimillionaire now, and he's actually about to buy a $2.1 million, if I'm not mistaken, house in LA. Think so.
Nah, it costs in LA. Nah, for sure. So I promise last time I throw it to Naj, man. Money, if you had to choose money or football, you know what I'm saying? Where you going? You know what I'm saying? If you had, you know what I'm saying, at his highest level, designer or all-state, all-pro, Hall of Famer linebacker, which one you gonna go with?
I would honestly say the notoriety from football will forever
Okay.
be better than any money you get.
Nah, for sure. I like that. Go ahead, Naj.
Last two, man. We'll let you go, man. I know it is a school night. One, I want to ask you just what I know this is early. I know you're young. I know you don't probably always get asked, but what do you want to be remembered for before obviously you get done with either football, even when you get done with your career? What do you want to be known for or just remember for when people talk about your name, Treveon Lewis?
Honestly, I would say something that I would want to be remembered for. Is this in football or outside of football?
You can do both. Do football and you can do outside of football.
Outside of football, I would honestly just say that I would want people to say that regardless of who you are or what you come from, or I don't treat you no different than if you a guy on the street.
Mm.
I want everybody to say that I treat them the same, no matter how much money or how much or who you are. If you're Nick Saban or if you're just a random guy walking down the street with his dog.
And then what about in football?
In football, I would say that I want them to say that when the team was down and out, I never gave up.
Mm. Powerful. All right. Love it, man. And I know too, man, you've been wanting me to obviously get out some of your games. We've been texting back and forth for a while. I know you've sent me some of your offers.
Yep.
And obviously, Georgia State was obviously a big one. Obviously, UNLV. I know you recently visited them, but I want to ask you just. I know you had DM me to come on the platform, so just from your vantage point, like, what was just your reason of why you wanted to come on the platform? What do you feel like my platform or coming on my YouTube handle like does for you? And just just be honest, just in your honest opinion, just what made you want to, hey, I want to hit him, I want to come on your platform and talk about the recap. Just what made you want to come on
Um,
the platform?
I would say honestly, I just honestly I've been watching and I've been looking at your joint for a minute, and I had just seen that it was kids around my age, and I seen that you were reviewing them. I was like, hey, maybe I'm gonna try and get on there. I'm gonna try and get on there. I'm gonna try and put up the best stats I got so I can get on there. You know, so I mean, honestly, I mean, I just wanted to see what it was about.
And what you think now that you're on it?
Oh, I think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's definitely something that a lot of people should tune into, and that it can help them with a lot of questions that they have, and that parents that they might not know and they wondering why their kids are might not be getting recruited like they want them to, or the kids might feel like they're not getting recruited. I feel like that you could help them with that. That both of y'all could help them with that and letting them have that knowledge.
100%. Last thing, I'm gonna let you go, man. Season, I can't believe that we got to say it, but season's almost over. What would you want to like? Let's go team and let's go personal. What do you want to accomplish as a team the rest of the year? What do you want to accomplish personally?
I would say as a team, I'm gonna go that first. Last year we lost to Lee County, the number 3 team in Georgia, and it's been on my mind. It's always on my mind, and when people say it, it really brings something out of me because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they had a phenomenal team. That team by far was one of the hardest teams I've played in my high school career, and I've played Langston Hughes when they were at their top, and they were a different level, definitely as far as in physicality and mentality of the players. I would say definitely trying to make it past the second round this year as a team.
Okay. And then
And
personal.
a self personal goal, um, I would say finish the year out with 100 tackles and 11 sacks.
I like that. 100 tackles, 11. Hey, that's a good stat line, brother. Okay. I like that. I like that. Bacon, anything else for Trayvon before we let him go, man?
Yeah, I'm actually putting up his stats to see where he's at right now, and I'm gonna keep track. I'm gonna be watching you the rest of the way, brother.
On Max Prep, our coach, which one call it? He has a sheet. They keep our all of our whole season from
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
they go back and they check on them because some of them are mistaken. But a lot of our games are false on Max Prep. He told us don't look at Max Prep and just come to him for our stats. So I know I will have all of our real stats posted game 10, and hopefully I can get to that 100 mark.
Nah, 100%. Well, week 10, brother, we gonna come straight to your DN, brother, to see where you at and see what I'm saying. Follow up with you, man. But nah, I mean, thoroughly impressed, brother. And like I said, I watched your film before you got on, man. I think the sky's the limit. You work hard. You got that mentality for it. I don't know why I'm thinking Vontae's Burfisit. You know what I'm saying? If you know what that is, I know you're a little more modern. You know what I'm saying? You're a little more versatile. But that's the vibe I'm picking up from you, brother. But just keep going, brother. Don't let anybody tell you can't do nothing, as you already know. And when you get on, brother, you know what I'm saying? Don't hesitate to send us, you know what I'm saying? Send some fire, send some of that merch, brother.
Oh yeah, man. I definitely once it's fully dropped and once it's fully dropped and everything's on, I'm definitely gonna send Najee some stuff and let y'all try it and see what y'all think.
For sure, man. No rush, man. I appreciate you for coming on, brother.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, thank
Appreciate you,
y'all.
man. Anytime. All right, man. Treveon Lewis, man. Appreciate him coming on the platform. Treveon, too, if you're still there, man, hit my DM on Instagram. I'm gonna break down your film as well. Okay. I don't think I have yet. So if you still, I know you're still in the background, drop me your film on Instagram DM. This week I'm booked, but next week I got you. You'll be one of the first ones I do next week on the channel, man. So definitely send me your film and I got you, brother. But yeah, y'all, that's gonna do it, man. For the show for today, 2 hours and 15 minutes. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Jam-packed show as always. We had Coach McCurry on. Obviously Julian came on. We did our game picks. Talk about the biggest headlines, man. And we had on Treveon Lewis stand out, obviously, for the East Paulding Raiders, man. So we appreciate everybody tuning in, man. You catch me tomorrow. Tell the Tape Tuesdays at 6:30. We'll have an interview as well later on. I'm gonna verify and confirm it before I say it now. But I might have an exclusive interview about a guy that committed over the weekend, seeing why he committed to that university, and give you guys the intel and the sauce, the little sauce. But we'll see what happens there. And then Wednesday, it, Bacon. And then Wednesday, I'll be back for my The Truth with Najee Wilkins. It's becoming a low-key hit. Some of y'all college football fans have been tapping in. So we'll break down all the college stuff. And then I'll have another interview with Neve Bohoken from North Gwinnett, 2030 quarterback, young buck, 8th grade, wanted to come on my platform as well, requested to come on the platform. So we'll interview him as well. And then me and Bacon will be back on Thursday. I got to reach out again. I give him the links and everything, Bacon. So hopefully it goes well. But big time guest on Thursday. Fingers crossed. And brother, we got that AP poll to look at. I did a video on it. I don't know if you saw.
I watched it like 5 times.
I appreciate it. I did a video on the AP poll, brother, for basketball that dropped today, man. So we got to break that down on the show and give our thoughts. Duke was actually ranked higher than I thought. I know he was like, Duke's too low. Duke 10, Duke 12. Duke was ranked 6. So we have to talk about that on Thursday.
Nah, I'm saying, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I think Kansas is still rated a little low, man. They got the
I think
the
they were
man from Africa, Cole Rosario, who I like as well, man. They got
17,
a squad,
right?
Somewhere 17, 18, somewhere around in there, yeah.
My biggest one, Darren Peterson. How good will he be?
I think Darren Peterson can shot the world this year.
I know, because Coach Self said it's the best freshman he's ever coached, and he's coached some good freshmen, so that's saying a lot.
Joel Embiid, yes.
Come on, Andrew Wiggins, he's coached some good ones.
Nah, facts. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for Thursday, man. Mark your calendar on your phones. Set that reminder. Matter of fact, go on Najee Wilk Bacon Network and hit that bell so you're notified for every post and every time we go live. 8 o'clock sharp on Thursday, man. You're gonna get everything you need to know from high school to college to the pros, and maybe a little ABL, a little African Basketball League, man. Luau Dang is doing his thing, as we talked about for Georgia Tech. What's his name? The big, help me out, Naj. Muhammad Silla, you know what I mean, from the African Basketball League. They play a lot of pros over there, which is another reason why he's probably under radar right now, one and done for next year's NBA draft.
Exactly. So, yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. Like I said, we're going to have the basketball cover. For me and Bacon, we do it all. We do college, do high school, and we also do the pros with the basketball, and then we do high school and college for football as well, man. So, like I said, man, we're going to keep busting down that door, man, so finally one breaks open, and obviously we see people who's messing with the platform, so we're going to keep it going, man. But you can catch me and Bacon Thursday. You can catch me the rest of the week for all the shows as well, man. But that's going to do another edition of the
Sizzling News Podcast.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all know what to do every Monday night at 6:45, man. We will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.